following is a presentation of Radio Plus Sports and Jeff's live streams.
1:45 to go in double overtime. Back down to Baker. One-timer. Wagner scores! Ball game! Ty Wagner wins it in overtime.
Radio Plus Sports, a Wisconsin Broadcasters Association first place winner for best digital production in the state.
6.5, and here come the Lions. Bodden drives in. Another nice shot off the glass, put back by Bresky. He'll try again, and on the third chance, he puts it down.
You're seeing that height from Bresky really play a factor in these rebounds and off the glass here early.
Depth interviews with coaches and players, sideline reports, expert analysis, and top-notch production.
Meyer has it on the right wing up top now to Drinkwine. Pump fake, thought about three, doesn't take it, looks around for some help and gets it to Landon Baker. Baker, pass inside, Meyer on the block. Nice jumper from Talon Meyer. He's got all four for Mayville, cuts the lead back to 8.
On the steal from Judkins, he goes baseline, shovels it underneath, kicked out to Talon Meyer. Meyer spins once, kicks it out here to Promersberger. Hands off to Middlestat on the right wing. He's got a three. Emerson Middlestat starts the game off strong for Mayville, and they lead it at first on the Quest Interiors scoreboard.
Our sponsors include
Hoekstra's Greenhouse, Katie's Log Cabin, Generations Lanes, and Angling Only.
Pino Construction, Verhaeg's Furniture, Schaefer Auto,
Coal, Oil, and Propane, Witt Services,
Lidkey Lumber, Hoffs of Brownsville, Municipal Well and Pump,
All Phase Heating, Cooling Geo, Back in Action, Brock Fleischer, Homestead Realty,
Ergo Bank Lomira, Maxwell Plumbing, Metalcraft of Mayville,
Michaels Corporation, Quest Interiors, Schroffnagel Implements,
Surefire Heating and Cooling, Westfall Printing and Graphics, Bristol Morgan Bank, Marshview Veterinary Clinic, Mayville Savings Bank, Bernard Plumbing, Keller Buildings.
Let's go live to the Radio Plus Sports broadcast booth with Jeff's live stream, providing game day coverage.
Good evening, hockey fans, and welcome to the Quest Interiors the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show. It is playoff hockey, sectional semifinals. The McFarland Spartans and the St. Mary Springs Ledgers. The 2-3 matchup. We head here to the McFarland Community Ice Arena. What a game it will be. These two teams have not met this season. They've had some common opponents. We'll get to those along this entire pregame show. You got 45 minutes of pregame show with us, an interview with Coach Kevin Colleen. This is Justin Schwartzman alongside Makai Ackerman. Jacob Haney down there on the portable Mr. Driving Slippers, and Brianna joining us as well. So this is going to be a fun one. We got all kinds of stuff coming up. We'll start with talking about the McFarland Spartans. We're going to take a short break. We'll come back. Back after this on Radio Plus in cooperations with Jeff's live streams.
If you're lucky, we'll be faster than a Derby from Kentucky.
Okay, let's start with some clouds. Some mountains over there, and finally a river. Hey, Dad, look.
Looks like the perfect spot.
American Family Insurance is here to protect your family on the road with the Travel Peace of Mind package.
American Family Insurance.
Visit Brad Tagle of Petra today and
whatever it takes.
AirTech delivers whatever it takes service to take care of you. Bryant and AirTech Heating of Fond du Lac.
Captain Jeremy Brenner says, let's have some fun with Angling Only Guide Service. They're the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter service out of Sheboygan. They're hitting the open water June through Labor Day next year. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. Only $600 weekends and $500 weekdays for up to 6 people. Hey, you're gonna catch fish, no doubt about it. Mention this ad during our high school sports broadcast and save $100. Email them today at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com.
dedication, training, giving 100%. Back in Action proudly supports high school athletes on and off the field. From physical and occupational therapy to pre- and post-orthopedic surgery to work-related and sports injuries, the staff at Back in Action is trained and dedicated to your treatment, recovery, and return to the lifestyle you're looking for. With locations in Fond du Lac, Kewaskum, Mayville, and New Holstein, Back in Action has a one-on-one approach that's second to none. Learn more at backinactionrehab.com.
At Burke, our mission is simple. We want to bring play that moves you to communities around the world. Our skilled team, from welders and CNC operators to illustrators and 3D designers, work together to create places where kids can explore, play, and dream. Want to be a part of something special? Visit burkecareers.com and apply today.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
Generations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
Welcome to Hookstra's Marketing Greenhouse. Here at Hookstra's Marketing Greenhouse, we are proud to provide South Central Wisconsin with the most beautiful flowers and freshest fruits and vegetables. In the fall, we have many varieties of squash and pumpkins, to just name a few. We are also proud to offer one-of-a-kind gifts like hanging baskets, iron hangers, decorative planters, and concrete statuary. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for more info and pictures. So come on out to Hookstra's Marketing Greenhouse, located on Highway A between Fox Lake and Randolph, and you'll be glad you did.
Welcome to Hoff's Quality Meats and Catering, where every cut starts with tradition and cares for your family. Step inside to a display case filled with fresh, marbled beef and pork, farm-fresh chicken, and vibrant sausages. We are more than a meat market. Check out our catering menu, takeout menus, and even our fish fry. From family dinners to weeknight staples, Hoff's offers friendly service and local artistry you can taste. Visit Hoff's today for quality cuts and weekly specials that make every meal a little more delicious. Or call 920-583-3734 to order from our menu.
Let the daydreams of spring begin. Connect with the Auto Show Sale at Holiday and explore all that's new from Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC. Score money-saving offers, get more for your trade, and enjoy Team Holiday's warm and genuine guest care.
We earn the trust of drivers from all over Wisconsin by following through and going the extra mile. It's what we do.
Showtime is go time. Find yours and drive it home today from Holiday Automotive, Fond du Lac. It's worth the trip.
Join back here in the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show in a talk about the McFarland Spartans at 20-4 this season. They finished second in the Badger Conference at 10-2, tied with Waunakee. Bo Brzezinski is his first year as the head coach. He's had quite the year. They are the #1 team in the state in Division II, but got a 2 seed because Waunakee beat them.
It's quite a first year to be a head coach, lead your team to a 20-4 record, but #1 team in the state, second team on the division or in the rankings for playoffs here. Kind of a funny little tidbit there, but what a season to start for your first year as a head coach here at McFarland.
They are led by senior Addison Pennycamp, 24 goals, 24 assists, 48 points for him. Bowden Wagner with 23 goals, 24 assists, and 47 points for him as well. And then J.J. Blattner with 23 goals, 21 assists, and 44 points. Those guys, they mixed up. Their lines are mixed up. They got 2 really good lines. Their top 6 is dynamite for McFarland. Big guy to watch out for is Stephen Hung, the goaltender. He's played 23 games this season. He's got 4 shutouts, a .926, and a .158. goals against, 17-4 on the season. He has been fantastic all year long. Their power play in the regular season was a 21.2% power play and an 88% penalty kill, scoring 5.08 goals per game and giving up 1.5 goals per game. They do not get scored on a ton, and they played a fantastic game against Wanakee, who's the top of this section early in the year. It was a 1-0 win for Wanakee. In their playoff game, they had a 7-1 victory over Wapaka. They had 1 for 5 on the power play and 2 for 2 on the penalty kill. Hung made 23 of 24 stops. They shot the puck 72 times in that game, did McFarland. A goal and 2 assists from J.J. Blattner and Mason Vogelsang in that one. 2 goals from Bowden Wagner, Pennycamp and Haas with 2 assists. Vosberg with a goal and an assist. Munson with a goal. An assist coming from Herman, Reagan, Normington, and Samuel in that one for what seemed to be an offensive explosion. I mean, you have 70-plus shots in a game. It is unbelievable. They took it to Wapaka in the first playoff game as expected, Mackay.
Yeah, of course. 70 shots on goal is an insane number. You don't see that too often here at the high school level, but when you're shooting that much, you know things are going right. Obviously, they came away with the victory, and they look to control here again. Hung is a fantastic goalie from at least on paper, the stats that we've seen. Something I want to draw your attention to, though, not only the goaltending from Hung, but the special teams unit tonight for McFarland. We always talk about those percentages, wanting to add it to about 100%. Justin, you say when you were playing, you wanted to add up to about a 110. That's what they're at. They've got a 21% power play, about an 89% power or penalty kill. That adds up to 110. It's where they want to be special teams-wise. Their goalie's fantastic, and obviously from their last showing, the offense isn't lacking either.
No, they can score, and it's not like they rely on one line. You got them mixed up. The Bowden Wagner plays with J.J. Blattner and Braden Reagan, and then you got Weston Vogelsang with Pennycamp and Normington. They're very deep in the center core, all upperclassmen on their forward core minus 3 guys. Or 4 guys. They are so deep. It's unbelievable. I mean, they have a freshman that might get the start on D tonight, but he don't look like a freshman. 6'2", 200 pounds for Mason Vogelsang. That is a big boy. And they got 3 senior defensemen, 10 seniors on this team. It's not like it's an incredibly young team. And we're going to talk about that senior group a little bit in just a few moments when we talk about the Ledgers, because these two teams actually met up just a few years ago in this same game. Just happened to be at the Blue Line Family Ice Center in Fond du Lac the last time they played. We're going to have a quick break. We'll come back. We'll talk Ledgers after this on the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show.
Ahern and build a better future. Ahern is a mechanical fire protection and fabrication contractor that's been doing business in our community for over 145 years. They're now hiring and typically recruit over 180 positions from across the company. Trades, apprenticeships, office professionals, internships, and much more. Log on to aherncareers.com to learn about the company and the positions they're looking to fill. Build a better future for yourself and your community.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one of the daily specials or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
Rediscover the hometown lumberyard experience in your own backyard. Hi, this is Dave, third generation of the family-owned and operated Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Elmira. I welcome you to experience what the hometown lumberyard has to offer. Better products, better advice, better service. From one O-ring to all the building materials to build a house, we had the products to get the job done. Hardware, plumbing, electrical, paint, lawn and garden, automotive, bird, and so much more. Come experience what your hometown lumberyard has to offer. Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Elmira, where the tracks cross Main, or online at lidkelumber.com.
Hi, I'm Aaron Sadoff, blessed to be the president of Marian University right here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. If you are beginning your college adventure or looking to transfer, Marian University could be the perfect fit for you. Our beautiful campus, our amazing faculty and staff, our Division III athletics, and our amazing mission are waiting for you. Come visit Marian University. Not only will you get a great education, but we will help you become the best for the world. Good luck and go Sabres!
Municipal Well and Pump has helped communities and industries keep water running with expert well drilling, pump installation, and dependable maintenance. Our experienced team is committed, quality workmanship, and getting the job done right the very first time. When reliable water matters most, trust the name built on honesty, integrity, and experience. Municipal Well and Pump, delivering water you can depend on.
Just like a great team, National Exchange Bank and Trust knows that success is built on strong relationships and trust. Since 1933, the bank has been locally owned and focused on serving the needs of our community so that our friends and neighbors can live the life they want. Let National Exchange Bank and Trust be your financial teammate for life, because when it comes to your financial goals, we're here to help you stay ahead of the game. Visit nebat.com to learn more.
Back here in the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show, going to talk about the St. Mary Springs Ledgers, and they are led by Tate Baker. 37 points in the regular season for Mr. Baker, 17 goals, 20 assists, and 37 points. Preston Flood with 21 assists, 15 goals, and 36 points. And then Ty Wagner, the defenseman, finished the regular season with 28 points. Common opponents for these two teams. They both played Waupun and Fond du Lac and Waunakee. A 1-0 win for Waunakee over McFarland. A 2-2 tie between Waunakee and Springs. A 5-1 win for Springs, or for McFarland over Fond du Lac, and a 3-2 overtime win for Springs over Fond du Lac. A 5-1 win for Springs over Waupun, and a 3-0 win, and McFarland beat Waupun 7-2. In their first playoff game, the Ledgers took down Homestead with a 5-0 victory in a fast-paced, physical hockey game. I mean, it was playoff hockey. There was big hits all the way throughout the night, and you're going to see it again here tonight. It's not going to change. It's not going to get any different. And a guy to talk about as well for St. Mary Springs is the guy that Jacob just had a shot of, Memphis Young. Boy, he has been fantastic. He stopped 25 of 25 in their first playoff game. To round out the season, you know, he had some stuff happen to him this year. Got sick for a little while. He was suspended for this first start of the year, but he had a 232 and a 901 to finish the year. That at a point was I think a 365 and a 880 or 861. So he's red hot. He's been playing fantastic. Leichenheim had a pair of goals and an assist in that one in the victory over Homestead. A goal from Baker, Sobel, and Flood. Bastian and Gala with an assist. My keys to the game right now for the Ledgers, and we'll get through the full keys to the game for both teams just a little bit further on here. Physicality, execution of the forecheck, got to stay out of the box. It's playoff hockey. You cannot give the other team power plays. But the biggest key for me, riding the fence, not getting too high or too low. You have to stay in the middle. You can't, in a playoff game like this, it's a hostile environment. It's going to be loud. It's not a big rink. People are going to be right on top of you on the glass. You can't let your emotions get the best of you in a game like this, Makai.
Yeah, of course. It's playoff hockey, so everybody knows the implications coming in. It's win or you go home, and that can do some things to especially some of the underclassmen who get to play for both these sides, but that's where you need your seniors to step up, right? They've been here in spots like this before. They know how the emotions feel, everything running through your body and your brain. You have to stay level-headed. You get a bad penalty, you go in the box and you're stewing over it. When you come back out, and it affects your game. You know, you let a goal up, and obviously it's not the thing you want to do, but there's always time to come back, and that's what these players have to understand. It's not over until that final buzzer, so they have to stay consistent. And even on the other end of that, if they do score, hey, come right back down, because it can take 5 seconds for the other team to answer. So it's a good key, Justin.
The Ledgers in the regular season scored 3.38 goals per game. They gave up 2.75, a 25% power play, and an 85.6% penalty kill. The numbers from them are fantastic on both of them in the regular season. They went 0 for 3 in that last game on the power play, had 2 penalty kills, and 2 for 2 on the penalty kill. So that's big. You got to find a way to get that little extra boost from your special teams in the playoffs. It comes key in moments, you know, you need a big goal, you get a power play late in games. That's when you need it. You saw it actually in the U.S.-Canada game. We just saw that the other night, a 5-on-3 for Canada. They couldn't score, and the U.S. had a power play late. Couldn't score. It happens. I mean, things like that can control the game, and for both teams, the big key is staying out of the box. The Fondy Family Dental Coaches Smile Interview. Dr. Chad and his team will make you smile before, after, and yes, even during your appointment. Coming up with Coach Kevin Killeen after this.
Nearly 50 years, Pinot Buildings has created the highest quality post-frame buildings. Headquartered in Rosendale, Wisconsin, we proudly serve the Badger State and Illinois. We deliver unparalleled craftsmanship and quality with all the warmth and care you'd expect from a small-town family business. Whether you're planning a large commercial or agricultural project, a barn-dominium, or a smaller personal shop or structure, Pinot Buildings are built for you and designed to last. Connect with us to get started.
Tired of pushy sales tactics? Welcome to Schaefer Auto, where they make buying a vehicle simple, safe, and satisfying. You'll find a sweet selection of pre-owned vehicles for every budget. Each is inspected and backed by a warranty option of your choice. Financing isn't a problem. Get approved online and drive home with confidence. Schaefer Auto has the right ride for you. Visit the lot at 404 Shaler Drive in Waupun and online at schaefer-auto.com. Schaefer Auto, no gimmicks, no pressure, no worries.
Hey, Devontae. Let me get a Cantina chicken burrito and a bowl with that seasoned, slow-roasted chicken I like, please.
You have a golf course in your house?
I got a Taco Bell in my house, bro.
Where did it go? Oh, there it is.
Cheaters don't get chicken.
Huh?
Cheaters get no chicken.
I won't give him any.
Looking for a reliable roofing contractor? Witt Services has got you covered. With 5 years of experience, they specialize in everything from roof repairs to full replacements. Their team is dedicated to quality workmanship and customer satisfaction. Plus, they offer free estimates, so you know exactly what to expect. Whether it's a leaky roof or a complete overhaul, Witt Services is the go-to choice for all roofing needs. Don't wait. Reach out today.
Thank you. Back here on the Fondy Family Dental Coaches Smile Interview. Back here with Coach Kevin Killeen. Coach, welcome back to the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Justin.
Coach, another time we get to do this. This time, take on the McFarland Spartans, 2 seed in the section. What do you know about them?
What I know about them, they're 18-3. Good hockey team, very aggressive. Obviously, been watching film on them since last Thursday. I had to pull myself away a couple times, but they're going to be a good hockey team that play a lot similar to how our style is. So, yeah, got a few good players that can skate. They like to shoot the puck. Should be a good matchup.
Coach, how's the execution at practice been? You know, had a couple days after Homestead and now the day this week to get yourself ready for McFarland tonight.
Better. You know, like we talk about, the intensity level raises, and you can see in practice more focus on passes. Obviously, we walk through a lot of different scenarios, so everybody knows their job, what their duty is, face-offs in the neutral zone and the offensive zone, all that stuff. And the focus is definitely ramped up, and the execution, we've had a good week of practice. We practiced Saturday and Monday, Friday, Saturday, Monday. All
Coach,
good.
This is a McFarland team that their seniors and juniors will remember. A couple years ago, you guys played in this same game, the sectional semifinal game, and it was up in Fond du Lac the last time. It was 5-1. So obviously, you know, flip the script. It's down in McFarland this time. But some of your guys remember that. Is that a good thing to have that little bit of remembrance or experience in that kind of situation?
Sure. You know, that's something we talk about a lot. It's easy, right? Pre-game, the seniors, right? This is the last group that won a state title and have been through this deep into the playoffs. So they know what to do, like how to prepare, what to expect, the mindset that it takes to get through these games and come out on the winning side. So, Yeah, having that definitely helps a little bit, but it's only one game, so.
Coach McFarland has a pretty good goaltender. He's got good stats this season for them, and they only give up about 1.5 goals per game. I know you score around 3 to 4 goals a game. That's kind of what you sat around the entire year. Anything different you're going to look for offensively tonight?
Nah, I mean, at this point, we're not trying to change what we do. It's just more of the same. Try to get pucks to the net, tips, rebounds. He definitely likes to challenge. He comes out, so if you can get it to move east or west, or get him to move before you shoot, that's the key to any goal score.
What's the big message tonight for the guys going on the road in a game like this?
Well, the big message is more of the same, right? Like, we've been road warriors. In fact, I think we were better on the road than we were at home. So that's nothing new for us. It's back to the same. It's your mindset. Are you willing to do all the little things? And, the team with more urgency and that's willing to do those little things is usually the ones that comes out on top. Just from watching other playoff games, I just noticed this. When somebody's not willing to get in the way of the other player, when they're not willing to do the little back check, when they're soft on pucks, those little things hurt you. So we've been pushing that same message since day one, and it's more of the same, just reminding them of the things it takes to win these playoff hockey games.
Coach, execution in both ends, the defensive zone, the forecheck and the back check, have been keys for us that we've talked about the entire season. I thought against Homestead it was really good. You think tonight is going to be any different from the guys? You expect them to have that same level of intensity as you did against Homestead on the road tonight?
I would expect the level of intensity to even ramp up here, right? Each round you go deeper. I mean, McFarland's probably a little bit better team, talent-wise and speed-wise. So we're going to have to match that and find another level. So I would expect us to go down fighting no matter what if we were to go down. And I would expect that if we come with another level of intensity that we give ourselves a good chance to win.
Coach, how's the health of the team?
Good.
Still good.
The bumps
Still
and
rolling.
bruises are out of the way. Yeah. Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing.
Pretty good season for you guys in terms of the health, huh?
That's not the norm. I'll tell you that. Most teams have gone through. I mean, we had our guys get hurt here and there, but nothing that kept them out.
All right, perfect. I want to thank you for joining us, Coach. Anything else you'd like to add?
No, can't wait to see you down there.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get a chance to chat after the game. That was Coach Kevin Colleen here with Justin Schwartzmiller on the Fondy Family Dental Coach's Smile interview. Back after these messages.
Your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, we're honored to have been voted by you to be the best of the best mattress store in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the best in bedding comfort, technology, and support to the Waupun area.
We've partnered with top brands like Tempur-Pedic, Puffy, Scott Living, Sealy, and Nectar to offer you the ultimate sleep experience.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Come shop at Verhaeg's.
Scotty's Auto Works for affordable auto care, from tires and alignments to routine auto maintenance. Trust the guys at Scotty's Auto Works, next to Pump and Pantry, Fond du Lac.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
AirTech delivers whatever it takes service to take care of you. Bryant and AirTech Heating of Fond du Lac.
Captain Jeremy Brenner says, let's have some fun with Angling Only Guide Service. They're the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter service out of Sheboygan. They're hitting the open water June through Labor Day next year. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. Only $600 weekends and $500 weekdays for up to 6 people. Hey, you're gonna catch fish, no doubt about it. Mention this ad during our high school sports broadcast and save $100. Email them today at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com.
dedication, training, giving 100%. Back in Action proudly supports high school athletes on and off the field. From physical and occupational therapy to pre- and post-orthopedic surgery to work-related and sports injuries, the staff at Back in Action is trained and dedicated to your treatment, recovery, and return to the lifestyle you're looking for. With locations in Fond du Lac, Kewaskum, Mayville, and New Holstein, Back in Action has a one-on-one approach that's second to none. Learn more at backinactionrehab.com.
Got pain? See Shane. Dr. Shane Bauer at Bauer Chiropractic. Dr. Bauer can help relieve pain in arthritic knees, reduce or relieve pain from degenerative and herniated lumbar discs in your back. Dr. Bauer's laser treatment relieves pain and inflammation. Works like cortisone without the side effects. Dr. Bauer also offers custom orthotics for proper back posture. Since 1998, this area has trusted the team at Bauer Chiropractic. So if you've got pain, see Shane at Bauer Chiropractic.
Bob's Pizza now has its very own dine-in restaurant. Enjoy a family-friendly atmosphere with a cozy dining room, large game room, beautiful full bar, and even coffee next door from Just Love Coffee. With our expanded menu, your party will have no trouble satisfying the whole family. Delicious, legendary pizza for a legendary city. Bob's Pizza on the Avenue.
Happy fall, y'all. Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Fall is a time for a whole home duct and dryer vent clean. We'll take care of what can't be seen. Removing dust? For us, that's a must. And a reminder, get on a furnace maintenance plan now so your home is clean and cozy this fall and winter. We are your home for the Coleman Equipment brand. Call 920-763-2301, providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
Hey, it's Bucky. If you're lucky, we'll be faster than a Derby from Kentucky.
The Bauer Chiropractic Injury Report. Got pain, see Shane. Dr. Shane Bauer. Nobody. Everybody's really healthy. The Ledgers had some bumps and bruises rolling into the playoffs, but they are healthy as can be headed into the playoffs and the second round of their playoffs, third round of the playoffs in general. For McFarland, same thing. I had a chance to talk to Jack Bruno, their assistant coach, today. Same thing. They're very healthy, in a good spot at this time of the year. It's hard to be healthy at this time of the year. You think you'd be losing someone or somebody would be out hurt, but nobody. It seems to be really good right now for both teams. And our keys to the game built by Pino Construction. Turn vision into reality. I think it starts for the Ledgers. We'll start with the away team because they are the Ledgers. You have to come in here in a good student section, actually, for the Ledgers. They got a nice little crowd coming down here. A couple people came down to check them out. But for the Ledgers, you have to have a fast start. You can't come in here and come out flat. If you come out flat, McFarland's going to be energized by this home crowd, and they're going to be all over you right away. And it starts with good execution of the forecheck. If you're in on the forecheck, finishing checks, getting to the loose pucks in the offensive zone, creating opportunities to start that in-zone offense, that is how you get things done early and really make an impact on the road. What about you, Mackay, for the Ledgers?
Keys to the game tonight for the Ledgers. Mine's kind of just a general key to the game for both sides, but we talked about it a little bit during the break. Special teams wins playoff games. You can match up as much as you want against Lions. Both of these teams have about 110% combined on that power play and penalty kill, so it's kind of a 50-50 coin toss of who's going to play better. But whoever steps up to the mark tonight, coming in here, and I can't take you seriously when you're doing motions next to me like that. Whoever comes in here and makes it to the mark tonight for special teams, I think has a very good chance of coming out on top.
For McFarland, use this home crowd to your advantage. Come out, make a big hit. Get the crowd going right away. Block a shot, make a big save. Something to get this place into it right away, because if it ends up becoming an early Ledgers big hit or early Ledgers goal and all of a sudden this place is silent, That's not good. You don't want the wings to come out of the sails of the building early, and what you've done all season long speaks for itself. You score a lot of goals. You don't give up a ton of goals. Use that to your ability. Play good defense. Use your forecheck and your speed that Coach Colleen alluded to earlier today on our interview, that the McFarland's got good team speed. That top six from them is very good. And they're deep. And that's my thing, too, is it's hard to see a lot of teams, especially in the Division II level of high school hockey, that have two really, really good lines of forwards. Your top line's always pretty good, and then the second line's a very good shutdown line. They don't give up a ton. They're very physical. But McFarland's gets production out of both lines.
You know, on the other side, though, Justin, speaking about that, this is a smaller rink than the Blue Line Family Ice Arena, about the same size, similar?
I'm pretty sure it behind the nets, but width-wise, it might be an Olympic-size sheet.
Because otherwise, I was going to say, as Springs, you're coming into a foreign place. You haven't played here in a long time, and you talk about them having two solid lines on McFarland. If it's a little smaller of a rink than what they're compared to, their conditioning for lines could be a little better, and we could see that velocity out there, but I guess I don't know the dimensions of the rink.
Looking at it from eyesight, it looks actually to be the exact same thing to me.
Wow.
It might be like the behind the nets might be a little bit smaller, but width-wise, it looks to be very similar. The neutral zone might be a little bit smaller than it is up in the blue line, but the offensive zones seem pretty big. We're going to take a short break. We will come back. Sargento Cheese starting lineups coming up after this.
Okay, let's start with some clouds, some mountains over there, and finally a river. Hey, Dad, look.
Looks like the perfect spot.
American Family Insurance is here to protect your family on the road with the Travel Peace of Mind package.
American Family Insurance.
Visit Brad Tagle Pizza today in Fond du Lac or Ripon.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
Coal Oil and Propane is committed to establishing and upholding lasting relationships with our respected customers. We pledge to provide exceptional and reliable service, exceeding your expectations, and are dedicated to continuous improvement, embracing and driving change to better serve you. Whether you need service for residential, commercial, or agricultural, Coal Oil and Propane has you covered. Our goals are simple: great products, competitive pricing, and reliable service. Contact Coal Oil and Propane for all your fuel and lubricant needs. Trust Coal Oil and Propane.
This is Craig Larson, sales manager with locally owned Dufresne Moving and Storage. Moving is very important to me, and I take pride in making sure our clients are happy with their overall experience at a reasonable cost and done in a high quality manner. We have a crew that is dedicated on taking care of your stuff. Call me today for an estimate at 1-800-425-MOVE or visit us at DufresneMoving.com. Dufresne Moving and Storage of Fond du Lac, making your move and storage of goods simple.
Today's game is brought to you by Edward Jones and these area Edward Jones financial advisors. Robert Bruce, located at 68 North Main Street. Patrick Ellistad, located at 560 Fond du Lac Avenue. Matt Moses, located at 201 South Marr Street. Jeff Wills, located at 649 Fond du Lac Avenue. And Matt Helmer, located at 649 Fond du Lac Avenue. Good luck to all athletes in today's game. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees when you meet the monthly qualification criteria. There's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
When you hire the attorneys with the Everson Law Office, you're getting more than professional presentation. The attorneys at Everson Law Office are committed to excellence and have been successfully representing their clients since 2005. Practicing business law, estate planning, probate, guardianships, and real estate, they work closely with their clients, providing exceptional legal services that are catered specifically to their needs. Call attorney William Everson at 920-922-7113 or go to everson-law.com.
Sargento Cheese starting lineup. Sargento is looking for manufacturing superstars, for general production ops, quality specialists, machine operators, and maintenance pros. General production starting at $26 an hour. Shift premiums included for the second and third shifts. Visit careers.sargento for more information. Ready to roll, all kinds of light show stuff going on here in McFarland. The Spartans in their home whites, Ledgers in their road royal blues. You don't see the road royal blues very often, for us at least.
The Royals.
Oh, okay. I don't know why you said it like that.
What? Like what?
I lost my pen.
Yeah, when aren't you losing your stuff?
I lose my pencil about every game.
Pen tonight.
I got my pencil. It's right here. I found it.
Happy for you.
Memphis Young. The starting lineups for the St. Mary Springs Ledgers. In that, we will see Memphis Young tonight. At D, we'll see number 16, Jackson Sobel, the junior, and the senior defense number 9, Tig Wagner. On the wing, we'll see the 5'11", 154-pound senior, number 26, Porter Gala. We'll also see at the center position the captain at 5'10", 170-pound senior, number 23, Tate Baker. And then on the right wing, the 5'11" senior at 163 pounds, number 8, Preston Flood. For the Ledgers, this is then their starting lineup as of late. But one key that I did not mention before the game in terms of talking about the Ledgers is Porter Gala. He has been moved to this line with Baker and Flood, and he has been fantastic since moving to this line. He has been outstanding all year long for this McFarland Spartans team. In goal, the senior number 1, Stephen Hung. At defense, freshman number 3, Mason Vogelsang. At defense, a senior number 12, Brody Samuel. At the center position, we'll see senior Addison Pennycamp. At the wing, freshman number 6, Brady Normington. And at forward, a junior, number 16, Weston Vogelsang. National anthem coming up. Right way home improvement. Opening faceoff coming up in just a few moments. Playoff hockey in full force here from the McFarland Community Ice Arena.
Have a reluctance to go see the dentist.
Fond du Lac Equipment Rental and Repair is ready for your next project, so be sure to talk to Dave and his experienced staff. You know, from air compressors to chainsaws, excavators, lifts, tools, saws, and so much more. Now, do you have your snowblower tuned up and ready for the upcoming winter season? Fond du Lac Equipment Rental and Repair can do it. Check out their expanded rental lineup, too. Mention the words Radio Rental to get a 10% discount on your next rental. You can find them on Ford Drive on the west side of Fond du Lac.
Fond du Lac Equipment Rental and Repair is a proud Echo and Cub Cadet dealer.
Life is full of milestones, big and small. At Fond du Lac Credit Union, we're proud to be a part of your journey. From landing your first job to moving into your dream home, starting a family, or planning for what's next, we make the money part easy so you can focus on what matters most. Whatever stage you're in, we're right there with you. Fond du Lac Credit Union, here for life and every stage along the way. For more information, visit fdlcu.com or stop in today.
Generations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
Right Way Home Improvement opening faceoff from doors and gutters to roofs and siding. Right Way Home Improvement has you covered. Kick off your home improvement project today. Contact rightwaybuilt.com or 920-929-8999 for your free estimate. Ready to roll here from McFarland. It is going to be a fun one. Playoff hockey. We love this time of the year here on Radio Plus and Jeff's live streams. Got Justin Schwartzmiller in the broadcast booth alongside Makai Ackerman. We are ready to roll for some playoff hockey. High School Sports Today on RadioPlusInfo.com is presented by these four Fond du Lac Edward Jones Financial Advisors. Matt Moses, Jeff Wills, Robert Bruce, and Patrick Elliston. Edward Jones making sense of investing. Puck dumped in deep by McFarland to start. They set up their forecheck. Baker chips it around to Ty Wagner. Wagner up to Gala. Nice pickup with his skates. Dumps it in, cross ice off the skates of the freshman Vogelsang. Flood throws it out in front. It was knocked away into the corner. Pennycamp up the wall. Kept in by Sobel at the line. He dumps it in and he lays his winger out. Big hit from Jackson Sobel early. Cross ice pass dumped in by McFarland off the stick of Jackson Sobel. Pennycamp gives chase. Sure, that was Normington. Puck flipped all the way down. Rolling puck stops up. Good forecheck from Porter Gala. Trying to find some room to make sure I can see everything down here. Tight squeeze up here in McFarland. The other way, it's Bowden Wagner. He dumps it into the far corner. Heath Brown behind the net. Tied up in his skates, spins away from the forecheck. Right on the tape of Will Stelmacher. Stelmacher can't handle the hot pass. It's dumped right back in by Blake Herman. Brown up the wall to Stelmacher. Comes into the neutral zone. It's played back for Herman. Herman spins away from Bastian. Dumps it up the wall. Stelmacher tries to get it back in deep. It goes off of Herman. McFarland fires it in. Puck was tipped, no ice. Brown stops up. Skates the other way. Here Billy Sonnegold yelling at him to Will. Nice pass to Blankenheim. Poked away by Herman. J.J. Blattner passing the middle of the ice. Right on the tape of Weston Vogelsang. Vogelsang down the outside. Bumped off the puck by Wagner. It comes to Normington. Back down to Vogelsang. Vogelsang to Normington. Poked away. It comes to Blankenheim. Throws it off the glass. Knocked down at the line. Samuel fires it back in, and he gets thrown into the Ledger's bench by a big hit from Flood. Wagner flips it into the neutral zone. All the way back to Brody Samuel. Samuel up the wall, off the linesman. It comes to Flood. Nice move. Dances in. Flood into space for Ty Wagner. Shoots one. Pat save Hong. Stephen Hung with a nice stop. Bastian dumps it in. Off some sticks, he gets it back. Physicality ramping up early here. Pennycamp fires it into the neutral zone. They regroup with Ty Wagner. Wagner throws a long-range wrister, patted away by Hong. Puck rimmed around for Brady Norrington. Up back by Baron Boca. Up top, it's Brown. Off some bodies. Puck off a stick and just goes wide. Chipped up, it's Ty Wagner to Heath Brown now. No whistles to start this one. It has been fast-paced and physical so far. Porter Gala right back to Ty Wagner. Wagner with a high flip. Knocked down by the glove. Comes the other way, does Vogelsang. He turned it over to Wagner and chips it in. Comes to Herman, and it's thrown off a body. Wagner tied up with his man. It comes to Stelmacher. Stelmacher right to Flood. Flood gains the line. Walks in, shoots it just wide of Hung. I don't think he saw that one. Jackson Sobel in the neutral zone. Steps up and tries to skate it in. Flips one. It goes off a body. Him and Blankenheim time up. Sobel dumps it in deep behind the net. It's Blake Herman. Off the boards and fired all the way down. We might see our first whistle here. That one slowly moving along, and there it is. And ice 13-27.
Both teams coming out physical and fast-paced like we talked about. Both teams finishing their checks as well. It's been a physical one. And you like to see it coming out. It's playoff hockey. These boys know what's on the line tonight. And I'm excited to see where we go.
Face off right in front of Brianna. She's doing a great job so far down there. Draw one back to Boca. Shot was blocked. Trying to bring it out on the forecheck. Up the wall. Dumped back in deep. Nice step by Heath Brown. Comes to Addison Pennycamp. Pennycamp rims it up the wall onto the tape of Samuel. Chips into the neutral zone. Norrington can't get around Sobel. Samuel and him tie up. Norrington fires it in off the skates of Flood. He settles it down. 4 minutes in on that Quest Interior scoreboard. It reads 0-0. Pass off some skates and coming in offsides, another whistle. Just a half a second early, couldn't drag the back foot was Norrington. Early in this one, it has been physical. It's been fast-paced Mackay. It looks like playoff hockey.
That's exactly right. Neither of these teams, though, having really any sustained time in their own zone, setting really any offense up. So both teams playing fast, playing physical, but keeps on going back and forth.
Puck rimmed around. Blankenheim couldn't get it out, but it comes to Heath Brown. Brown forechecked hard on by Braden Reagan. Blankenheim didn't get a piece of it. It's all the way down. Ledgers will commit in icing with 12:33 to go.
We have a whistle in the first 3.5 minutes, and now 3 of them in the last minute.
I want to thank all the computers, 124 computers that are logged in so far. Hop into that Radio Plus YouTube channel. I know you're going to be a subscriber, so if you are a subscriber, let us know where you're watching from, who your favorite player is. We do that a lot on Jeff's live streams, but I want to get in that here on Radio Plus as well. Sobel picks off the cycle attempt. Dropped it behind the net. It comes to Wagner. Throws it off the body of Jackson Sobel into the netting, and the whistle blows. All kinds of whistles now, Mackay.
That's what I'm saying. 4 in the last minute. We didn't have a single one for a while.
I want to shout out McFarland and their athletic director and everything they've done here. Got us a nice little setup. The internet's fantastic. To the rink manager as well. Thank you to getting everything set up for us so far. And it has been a good start to the broadcast. Knock on wood.
There's plenty of it around us.
Yeah, I know. Wood bleachers here. Nice play in the neutral zone. Knocked down by the stick of J.J. Blattner. Nice move by Flood. Pokes it in further. Pass in front, looking for Boca. Couldn't find him. Haven't seen Tate Baker in a while. See him on the bench right now, kind of stretching something out. Hopefully he's all right. And Baron Boca running that forward core a little bit. Below the goal line, it's Bowden Wagner. Works it up top for Vogelsang. Vogelsang shoots. Blocked in front by Tyke Wagner. Cycling it down low. Haas throws a backhander out in front. It went off some bodies and wide. Blattner chips one towards the net. It's picked off. Here comes Baron Boca the other way. 2-on-2 with him and Tyke Wagner. Boca to the outside. Pokes it further for himself. Herman cuts him off. Here comes Blake Herman. Chipped it into space. Has it on the backhand. Spins and rims it all the way around to Addison Pennycamp. One of the captains here throws it cross ice off the stick of Blankenheim. Brown claps it forward into the neutral zone. Herman gains the red, dumps it in. It went off the stick of Wagner, and he'll reset. With 11:05 to go in this first period, this part of the game brought to you by the Michaels Corporation. First part of the game was brought to you by Wisconsin Lighting Lab. They did a fantastic job up at the blue line in Fond du Lac. Wagner tries to chip it in. Comes to Stelmacher, throws it off a body. That one thrown up the wall right onto the tape with speed the other way. Here comes Pennycamp, walks in, toe drag move. Brown kept him to the outside. Buck comes up top. Samuel's shot was blocked by Blankenheim. Backhanded in further. Stelmacher with it now. Cross ice to space to Tyke Wagner. Wagner up the wall to Blankenheim. Blankenheim chips it, looking for Bastian. Just getting a piece of it was the Spartans defenseman. Nice move walking in. Norrington shoots it wide. Norrington drops it down to Vogelsang. That's Weston Vogelsang. Back to Norrington. He shoots, he fanned on it. Wagner fires it all the way down. The whistle will blow. Icing with 10:17 to go in the first. Mackay, seems McFarland starting to find their legs a little bit.
I was going to say they're having some more time in the O-zone down here. Thankful, though, for Memphis Young is that his defense is playing very well. A couple of block shots coming from the Ledgers, and it's really helped them to not really take many shots on goal despite their time being down here in the O-zone.
Face-off comes to the glove-hand side of Memphis Young. Flood wins it back. Still yet to see Tate Baker. Haven't seen him in a little while. Actually, he's back out there now. That's good to see. Pass in front. One-timer. Good play by Gala. Long-range shot patted away by Memphis Young. Gala got a piece of it. They were looking for Braden Reagan out in front.
There's that defense I was talking about.
Flood flips it cross ice right on to Porter Gala's stick. Gala to the outside. Poked away by Samuel. Him and Samuel tie up. Reagan rims it back for his defenseman. Quick up on the wall, chipped in the middle of the ice. Clapped in deep by Heath Brown. Samuel flips it over onto the tape of Bowden Wagner. Sobel steps up on him and flips it into the neutral zone. Braden Reagan fires it in a near side corner dump. Sobel stops up, spins away from the forecheck. 9:25 to go in the first period. Jackson Sobel with it below the goal line and fires it over to Preston Flood. Flood taking his ice, cuts in, drops it for Bastian. Blankenheim fresh off the bench will join him. Jaden Bastian with the puck. Hammered down by a big hit from Mason Vogelsang. Sobel steps up on his man at the line. Pennycamp gets it over though. It's Norrington. Normington actually. 3-on-2 the other way. Stelmacher to the outside. Blankenheim came in early offsides. Couldn't drag the back foot with Logan Blankenheim. Cutting all the way across the ice was Stelmacher. Not a ton of room for Stelmacher to make that play.
It's one of the first real chances the Ledgers have had in quite some time coming in. A 3-on-2 opportunity. Just moving off sides. Now we're going to neutral zone draw.
Blattner and Flood will take the draw. Boca can't get it in. He gets it back and throws it off of Porter Gala, and he'll dump it in. Gala got knocked down at the line. Behind the net, it's Blake Herman. Throws it off the backboard. Comes all the way out and dumped right back in by Ty Wagner. Vogelsang quick up on the wall. Flipped and picked off by Ty Wagner. Boca gains the red, dumps it in deep. Ledgers join in the forecheck. First one to it'll be Mason Vogelsang. Chips it into space for Herman. Vogelsang rims it around. Brown at the point. Throws a shot wide on the glove hand side of Stephen Hong. Trying to chip it out was Wellington, and a hand pass coming. First time we saw Rowan Amundsen out there with J.J. Blattner. Seems that the Blattner line gets different wings at all times. They're rotating which winger goes out with him. $8:12 to go in this first period. Pennycamp had it poked away by Jackson Sobel. Comes up to Blankenheim, chips it over to Bastian. Bastian tries to get it out. He gets hammered. Big hit. The physicality has ramped up here. Memphis Young plays it into himself and hangs on. Mackay, this is getting physical and physical early here at the McFarland Community Ice Arena.
Well, it's exactly what we expected, right? It's a win-or-go-home game. Neither of these two teams want their season to be done. And the players know what's on the line. They're going to play like it.
It's playoff hockey. Tight space. Even though it's an Olympic-sized rink, it feels tight. Mossberg steps in, keeps it in. Puck comes to Bastian. Pokes it over to Blankenheim, picked off by Pennycamp. Pennycamp's shot was blocked by Brown. Blankenheim steps back and takes it away, flips it off the glass. It's not going to have the juice for icing. They'll wave this one off. Pennycamp picks it up, throws it over. Mossberg, quick up the wall. Nice step right there from the Ledgers. It's chipped into space, looking for Normington. Getting it back is Vogelsang. Weston Vogelsang to Normington. Poked into the neutral zone by Ty Wagner and fired back in deep. Off a body and in! No goal. Player was offsides. They wave off the goal. They thought it was a goal. Doesn't matter if it hits the player or not. They were still offsides. This isn't USA Hockey, folks. In USA Hockey, that would be a goal, Mackay.
Yeah, well, doesn't matter here. Offsides, and McFarland thought they came out swinging. 7:18 left in the first. Thought they could have went on. Instead, the Ledgers definitely catch a break.
A big-time break for the Ledgers. It went off the body of Ty Wagner, off his backside and through the legs. A couple players tie up along the wall. It's really getting physical here. Chipped into the neutral zone. Flood flying through the neutral zone. Trying to beat Herman to it. He gets knocked down. Ledgers fans looking for a call. I don't think they're going to get one. Whistle seems to be in pockets here to start, and I'm okay with that. Wagner throws one off some bodies. Flood gets to it, runs over a man. Coming in, loose puck, backhanded around. Below the goal line it comes. Ledgers trying to set up a forecheck here. Gala is tied up. Vogelsang trying to get it away. Gala pokes it for himself further. Him and Blattner tie up. Blattner comes away with it, chips it up the wall to Braden Reagan. Reagan to Herman, back to Reagan. Finding J.J. Blattner now. Blattner to the outside, cuts through the middle of the ice. Backhanded over. Bowden Wagner was forced wide by Tyg Wagner. Sobel on the breakout. Flips it into the neutral zone. It'll be Blake Herman to settle things down. Flips it up on the backhand. Comes to Baron Boca. Pitched forth further. Let's see the breakout here for the Ledgers. They reverse the play. It comes to Jackson Sobel. Throws it in the middle of the ice. Knocked down and porked the other way. Normington chipped into the neutral zone by Tyg Wagner. Normington flips it into space. Sobel chips it away. It's Pennekamp now. Pennekamp below the goal line looking for Normington. Him and Wagner tie up. Wagner looking for some help. It comes to Jackson Sobel. It's rimmed around. Kept in at the line by Vosberg. Drop back down. Pass in front off a stick. One-timer shot. Glove save. Memphis Young. Puck was ripped from the tops of the circles from Brody Samuel. Young makes a big-time glove save.
Memphis Young hasn't really seen too many shots come his way so far. That one was a big-time save. Really the first one and the best one. That came from McFarland tonight, besides the goal that was waved off, obviously, for offsides.
I wouldn't say that was a good shot at all. It's just a dump in. Cleland knocks his man down. Big hit from Knox Cleland, the little man getting involved. Brown spins away from the forecheck, gives it over to Cleland. Back to Brown. Tied up. Drop down to Normington. Normington works his way up the wall, drops it down for Vogelsang. Weston Vogelsang dances around the check of Heath Brown. Brown comes away with the puck, though. Brown to Gala. Back down to Brown. Flips into the neutral zone to Baron Boca. Boca can't handle the pass. Pennekamp knocked it away from him. Vosberg chips it to space for himself. Hand pass coming. It was in the defensive zone, so I'm wondering why they blew that one. Nonetheless, doesn't matter. 5:06 to go in the first.
Definitely getting chippy like we talked about, Justin.
Yeah, physical. I wouldn't say chippy. I think it's physical. And I think it's a clean physical so far. Faceoff comes to the Blacker side of Stephen Hung. He has not seen much action so far today. Stick with us in between the intermissions on the Holiday Automotive Intermission Report. Holiday Automotive, it's worth the trip. Going to hear from Coach Kevin Killeen. Puck dumped in. It's Herman behind the net. Quick up on the wall looking for Wagner. Bowden Wagner gains the red, dumps it in deep. Wide of Memphis Young. It's Tyg Wagner getting to the puck. Poked off his stick by Haas. Flipped further. Through Blankenheim, it comes to Herman, and he dumps it in. Brown's going to be the first one to it. 4.5 to go in this first period. Brown on the wall to Stelmacher. Stelmacher picked off on the cross-ice pass. It's Blattner up top. Blattner fanned on it. Comes down the wall with the puck. All the way behind the net. A.J. Blattner looks around. Throws one in front off some bodies and wide. Cycled back down. It's picked off by Tyg Wagner. Took it away from Callan Haas. Here's Wagner now, chipping into space for himself. Wagner, long-range shot, patted or blockered away by Hug into the netting. 4:03 to go in the first period. So again, stick with us for the Holiday Automotive Intermission Report. This part of the game brought to you by the Michaels Corporation. Face-off coming to the Blacker side of Stephen Hug. Again, I haven't seen Tate Baker in a while. No gloves on the bench for him. Hopefully he is all right. They come the other way. Dumped in by Vogelsang. Comes all the way around to Addison Pennekamp. Pennekamp below the goal line to Normington. Threw it off the backhand. It was turned over to Gala. It comes to Flood. Flood throws it into space. Picked off by Normington. Him and Cleland collide. Flipped into the neutral zone through Vosberg by Porter Gala. Gala will give chase with him and Baron Boca. They settle it down. It comes all the way around. Boca going to step in and get to the puck. Boca throws one in front. Picked off by Pennekamp. Pennekamp drops it down for Aiden Vosberg. Vosberg through the skates of Normington. Brown fan on the pass. They chip it further too far for Weston Vogelsang. Sobel picked off. It's Brady Normington throwing it out in front. Off some sticks and Flood clears it away. Him and Gala run into each other. Gala trying to get it out. Vogelsang chips it back in. It's Jackson Sobel. Quick over to Heath Brown. Brown flips it all the way down and will take the icing with 2:57 to go in the first. Got Nick Woodrow saying, let's go Heath Brown. Ledgers, if they are without Tank Baker for this entire game, going to be interesting to say the least. I mean, he leads them in every offensive category minus assists, but you can see it. The forecheck, the face-off ability is going to be key for them. Without Tate Baker, they'll have Flood taking the face-offs instead. Puck almost turned over in front of Stephen Hung. Stelmacher with a good forecheck was Jaden Bastian. He was pinned up against the wall. It's Blattner. Cross ice off some skates. It comes back to Wagner. Quick up. Stelmacher with space to skate into this one. Here comes Will Stelmacher. Throws it out in front. Nobody joining him on the rush. Amundsen throws it cross ice. Stelmacher picked it off. Threw it off the back of the wall. Comes out in front and Hung kicked the net off. 2:21 to go in the first. The whistle blows. Face-off coming in the offensive zone for the Ledgers.
So far, not too much to talk about in that intermission report. Both teams playing physical, fast-paced like we expected, but it's been a clean game. No penalties, no goals to show for it besides the one that was waved off for the offsides, and both teams just continue to go.
Preston Flood to take the draw. Trying to win it forward was Pennycamp. Comes up the wall to Vogelsang. Turned it over to Flood. Couldn't find the bouncing puck. It comes to Samuel. Cross ice to Pennycamp. Pennycamp flips. Knocked down by Gala. Vogelsang gets to it and dumps it in deep. 2 minutes to go in the first. All the way up top, it's Brady Normington. Shot was blocked by Flood. Boca plays it to himself. Gains the red, dumps it in deep as Vosberg was pressuring and goes for a change. Gala stays out on the forecheck. They flip it to Pennycamp. Puts it into space for Normington. Stelmacher fresh off the bench, knocks it back in deep off a body. Normington, stick lifted by Brown. Brown gets the puck and gives it over to Bastian. Bastian just chips it in. Hung plays it and holds on for a whistle with 1:32 to go in the first. Face-off coming to the glove hand side of Stephen Hung. They'll send the top line right back out there of Boca, Flood, and Gala. Blattner will take the draw against Flood. Blattner wins it cleanly back to Samuel. So that's Herman. Herman was taken down in the corner. Tied up is Baron Boca. Stepping in for the point is Heath Brown. Chipped into the neutral zone. Numbers the other way if they hurry. Spartans got a chance for a 2-on-1. Brown with a nice back check. Got a stick lift in there. Spartans fans were looking for a hook, but I think it was a clean stick lift by Heath Brown. Blattner comes away with the loose puck. Boca comes in and sweeps it away. Boca stops up. Hand behind the net. 1 minute to go in the period. They flip it all the way down. Is it on net? Just wide of Stephen Hung. Whistle blows with 54.7 to go in the first. .7:22 local time. It's been a quick first period. Not too many whistles in this first period so far. Pennycamp to take the draw against Jaden Bastian. Bastian wins it back. Picked off by Pennycamp. Throws it up the wall. Blankenheim tries to chip it through. He does. Cutting straight across the ice is Mason Vogelsang. Good job getting back to that puck. Ledger's trying to force Vogelsang up the wall. He does. To Weston Vogelsang. Throws it back to Brody Samuel. Samuel throws it up into the neutral zone. Blankenheim chips into space for himself. It comes to Bastian. Loose puck comes to Stelmacher and fires it right back in. Ledgers go for a change. 25 seconds to go in the period. Cross ice pass. Nice pickup by Brody Samuel. Here he comes the other way. Samuel with speed down the outside. Flips one behind the net. Off the glass. It comes to Pennycamp. Back down to Samuel. Samuel pass in front. It was blocked. Shot coming. Pat saved. Memphis Young on Pennycamp's chance. That one thrown off the glass and into the bench. Watch out, folks, with 6.1 seconds to go in the period.
Well, nice save by Memphis Young. A little traffic created out front this time for McFarland. Stays on the ice pretty much the entire way, though. Young sees it in, kicks it back out. And we'll get a face-off down here in the O-zone for McFarland. Only 6.1 left on that clock.
6.1 to go on that Quest Interior scoreboard. Face-off, one back by the Ledgers. Gala chips it all the way down. Hung comes out to play. That will do it. First period ends 0-0. We're going to check on the status of Tate Baker. Hopefully he's all right. Going to get a chat with Coach Kevin Colleen in just a few moments.
Welcome to Hooksha's Market and Greenhouse. Here at Hooksha's Market and Greenhouse, we are proud to provide South Central Wisconsin with the most beautiful flowers and freshest fruits and vegetables. In the fall, we have many varieties of squash and pumpkins, to just name a few. We are also proud to offer one-of-a-kind gifts like hanging baskets, iron hangers, decorative planters, and concrete statuary. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for more info and pictures. So come on out to Hooksha's Market and Greenhouse, located on Highway A between Fox Lake and Randolph, and you'll be glad you did.
Let the daydreams of spring begin. Connect with the Auto Show Sale at Holiday and explore all that's new from Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC. Score money-saving offers, get more for your trade, and enjoy Team Holiday's warm and genuine guest care.
We earn the trust of drivers from all over Wisconsin by following through and going the extra mile. It's what we do.
Showtime is go time. Find yours and drive it home today from Holiday Automotive, Fond du Lac. It's worth the trip.
Back here in the Holiday Automotive Intermission Report with Coach Kevin Colleen. Coach, welcome into the Intermission Report.
Yeah.
Coach, what'd you see from the guys in the first period?
A little tight. A lot of, bodies banging, a lot of playoff hockey out there. Could be a little harder on a few pucks, maybe a little less careless at times, but I think they got it out of their system, and we'll hopefully head into the second with more of what we want to do.
I think the physicality was key in that first period. What'd you see from the guys matching McFarland's physicality?
Yeah, we came out right away banging bodies. That's been both ways. Both teams are playing physical, not many shots. It'll be who can adjust, right, going into the second.
What adjustments are you looking at getting more offense into that second period?
Well, I noticed that they're usually super aggressive, and they're sitting back a lot sometimes. So I think we come back to go fast will be something we go over here.
All right, Coach, thanks for joining us. We'll see you in the second intermission.
Thanks.
We'll take a quick break. We'll come back on the Holiday Automotive Intermission Report after this.
My name is Dave Hopper, and I've been with Hoppers for 35 years. My parents worked here. I work here. My son works here. My wife works here. So it's family. But I also look at the employees that we have today, and we have two that have over 25 years of employment here with us. So they are family. When we hire somebody new, I don't look at them as just an employee. They're part of our family, and that's what we strive for.
FBS Bank is here to help you achieve your dream of home ownership. For a limited time, we're offering home loans with just $595 closing costs plus title. Whether you're buying a new home or wanting to refinance, our experienced team is here to assist you. Visit our website at fbsbank.com or give us a call at 1-800-242-7880. Our friendly and experienced team will help guide you through the journey with FBS Bank. FBS Bank, banking made personal.
Integrity Saw and Tool is a proud sponsor of Fond du Lac area sports. They wish the best of luck to all local teams this fall and winter. Integrity prides itself on being the fastest producer of high-quality cutting tools and providing the most reliable sharpening service in the industry. If you're looking for a challenging career with excellent benefits and a family atmosphere, contact the team at integritysaw.com. That's integritysaw.com.
Join Ahern and build a better future. Ahern is a mechanical fire protection and fabrication contractor that's been doing business in our community for over 145 years. They're now hiring and typically recruit over 180 positions from across the company. Trades, apprenticeships, office professionals, internships, and much more. Log on to aherncareers.com to learn about the company and the positions they're looking to fill. Build a better future for yourself and your community.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class buildings and canopies. In fact, there are thousands of them in use across America and in the Caribbean. We have also produced and developed many other steel products for use in retail, commercial, and industrial applications, such as building fascia, loading racks, wall panel systems, and much more. Our design record attests to our dedication to quality and customer satisfaction. King Manufacturing, from design to completion.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner, grab one of the daily specials, or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry. Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options: appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales. Every time we make you feel at home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
Rediscover the hometown lumberyard experience in your own backyard. Hi, this is Dave, third generation of the family-owned and operated Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lamira. I welcome you to experience what the hometown lumberyard has to offer. Better products, better advice, better service. From one old ring to all the building materials to build a house, we had the products to get the job done. Hardware, plumbing, electrical, paint, lawn and garden, automotive, bird, and so much more. Come experience what your hometown lumberyard has to offer. Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lamira, where the tracks cross Maine, or online at Lidke Lumber.
Intermission report brought to you by Holiday Automotive. Worth the trip. In that first period, we saw 7 shots from the McFarland Spartans. Memphis Young stopped all 7. 3 shots for the Ledgers, stopped by Stephen Hung. 0-0, no penalties to report in that first period. Injury report out of that first period, an upper body injury for Tate Baker. Is questionable for a return in this one. That would be a massive loss for the Ledgers.
Yeah, I mean, and he's one of their top players coming out here, and you noticed it early on that he wasn't playing too much. Then you saw him back out there for a little while. Skated back to the bench, haven't seen him since. You talked to Coach a little bit before, and he's like, yeah, upper body injury. Didn't want to get too much into it, as you don't, but we'll see if they can work on him in the locker room, see how it's going. We'll see if he comes back out in the second period.
Saw the trainer working on him back here a little bit, putting some pressure on that shoulder. We'll see what goes on, or that upper body region, if they know what's going on with him. In that first period, I think right away there was no feeling out period, Mackay. It got physical, and it got physical early. Big hit on the boards by the Ledgers. Flood dumped a guy into the bench. There was a big hit in front of the McFarland bench on a Ledger from Brody Samuel. I mean, it's been back and forth, the physical play. But in terms of in-zone offense, it's been McFarland. They've turned the puck over a ton in the offensive zone, but the cycle's working for them. They're getting to the loose pucks. The Ledgers, with their trap-style forecheck, aren't getting enough pucks in the offensive zone yet.
Yeah, and you see it with the shots on net, right? 7 for McFarland in that first period, 3 only coming from the Ledgers. None of them really quality shots. McFarland had one that Memphis Young had a nice glove snatch on. But besides that, you're right. McFarland has definitely outplayed them offensive zone time-wise, but both teams' physicality, they've both been there. Big hits along the boards, a couple of open ice hits. They're playing physical, they're playing fast. McFarland has been good in the O-zone. Springs has to go to the locker room here trying to change something up. They've got to do a better way defensively to get that puck away and actually find a way to go play time in their own zone.
And I actually thought the Springs defensemen were the bright spot of their team in that first period. They were getting the puck north quickly. They were getting out of the zone. They stepped up on a ton of plays in the neutral zone. There was a lot of neutral zone play in that first period. Not a ton of in-zone offense for either teams. I would just say McFarland controlled the possession of the puck in the offensive zone.
Oh, you're exactly right about the defense. I mentioned it earlier, but they had a couple of nice block shots, and then they continue to come back down. Their back check was actually fantastic. They were able to bump a couple of players off their path. Good sticks coming down low, a couple of stick lifts, and they looked phenomenal in that first. They definitely helped Memphis Young up, or helped him out a little bit, even though he still had 7 on net somehow, but they've got to find a way when they're in the neutral zone to dump it back into the O-zone, go chase, and find some, get their system working down there.
Second period coming up. That part of the game brought to you by the Michaels Corporation. 0-0 deadlock from the McFarland Community Ice Center, or Ice Arena, here in McFarland, Wisconsin, between the Spartans and the Ledgers. Take a short break. Second period coming up after this.
Hi, I'm Aaron Sadoff. Blessed be the president of Marian University, right here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. If you are beginning your college adventure or looking to transfer, Marian University could be the perfect fit for you. Our beautiful campus, our amazing faculty and staff, our Division III athletics, and our amazing mission are waiting for you. Come visit Marian University. Not only will you get a great education, but we will help you become the best for the world. Good luck and go Sabres.
Each and every week,
J.J. Lanning has
Dreamt
been
of the kind of home you want to live in for years. Now is the time to turn that dream into a reality. Quest Interiors has you covered with flooring, cabinetry, and countertops all in one place. From kitchens and bathrooms to family and bedrooms, bring your vision to life with professional installation. Visit our showrooms in Oshkosh and Fond du Lac. Quest Interiors, exceptional style, exceptional savings.
Municipal Well and Pump has helped communities and industries keep water running with expert well drilling, pump installation, and dependable maintenance. Our experienced team is committed, quality workmanship, and getting the job done right the very first time. When reliable water matters most, trust the name built on honesty, integrity, and experience. Municipal Well and Pump, delivering water you can depend on.
At Musa Sheet Metal, they spend generations building a better everyday life. They don't just build panels, they build a legacy. They're growing, innovating, and pushing the limits again with their brand new 24-gauge stocked steel line. Musa colors created by the Musa team, 25 bold choices ready to go, delivering the best solutions in architectural sheet metal. Say hi to the Musa apprentices. They're your neighbors, your classmates, and the future of the industry. Musa Sheet Metal, revolutionizing steel, building the future.
Just like a great team, National Exchange Bank and Trust knows that success is built on strong relationships and trust. Since 1933, the bank has been locally owned and focused on serving the needs of our community so that our friends and neighbors can live the life they want. Let National Exchange Bank and Trust be your financial teammate for life, because when it comes to your financial goals, we're here to help you stay ahead of the game. Visit nebat.com to learn more.
Are you or a loved one living with a targeting the cause of your neuropathy? Visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com.
Once again, thank you to Holiday Automotive for sponsoring the Intermission Report. It's worth the trip. High school sports today on RadioPlusInfo.com is presented by these four Fond du Lac Edward Jones Financial Advisors: Jeff Wills, Matt Moses, Robert Bruce, and Patrick Ellisett. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Here we go. Second period coming up in just a few moments. We see Nate Baker getting wrapped up down there, and you might see him go in this second period. Upper body injury for him, and they need him. And whether it's, if something ain't broken, I guarantee, knowing the kid, he's going to play.
Yeah, I mean, it's playoff hockey. It's your senior season. This possibly could be your last time touching a rink here in high school hockey. And if you're Tate Baker, if you know you can play through the pain, it's going to hurt, right? You talked about it and your injuries playing through them. It's going to hurt, but if you can, this is an opportunity you don't want to miss.
It don't feel great. I mean, it never feels great. You never want to have to actually play through an injury, like any sort of injury in a playoff game. But at this time of the year, you kind of just go through it. You have to. It's, your team's relying on you, and in that first period, I would say that Baron Polka stepped into a role and did a good job. Just the Ledgers, I thought, looked a little bit slow to loose pucks. You heard Coach Colleen mention that a little bit. He'd like to be a little bit harder on pucks to start this second period. We'll see what goes on here, and it'll be Baron Polka to start on that line to start this second period. Face-off coming. Second period ready to get underway. Good shot by Jacob of both teams. Quest Interior scoreboard, Ledgers student section and fans getting into it. Pennycamp will take the draw against Preston Flood. We are ready to get underway. Ledgers will move from right to left on your radio dial, and from left to right will be the McFarland Spartans. Here they come. Chance for Baron Polka right away. Shot was blocked. That one flipped off the boards into the neutral zone. Big hit from Flood. Big hit right there from Jackson Sobel. He laid out Bowden Wagner. Puck reversed back down to Jackson Sobel from Ty Wagner. 20 seconds into the period, a couple big hits from the Ledgers. They're coming out swinging. Wagner on the wall. The official got hit hard by Wagner, the linesman. Hopefully he's all right. Here comes Preston Flood. He's beaver tapping his Wagner. He wanted the puck. Flood dumps it in deep. Mason Vogelsang up the wall. Wagner chips it over for Pennycamp. Pennycamp puts it into space for himself. 2-on-2 with Normington. Drops it for Normington. Walks in, shoots, pass, save. Memphis Young. Normington throws it up the wall. Dumped back in deep by Wagner. Reversing the play, throwing up the wall off the stick of Gala. Didn't get to it in time. It's an ice with 16:01 to go in the first period. Or second period. Face-off coming to the glove-hand side of Memphis Young. Jaden Bastian's line will come out with Blankenheim and Stelmacher. Brown and Sobel on D. Weston Vogelsang with J.J. Blattner and Braden Reagan. Herman out there on D with Mason Vogelsang. Stelmacher steps back down, drops it back for Heath Brown, who spins away from the forecheck of Reagan. Brown pirouettes the other way and throws it back to Jackson Sobel. Chips it off the boards. It's kept in by Weston Vogelsang, knocked out by Blankenheim. Herman pitchforks it further into the neutral zone and dumped in by Weston Vogelsang. Quick up to Stelmacher. Throws it cross ice, looking for Blankenheim. Too far in front of him. Herman chips it up for Vogelsang, who dumps it right back in. Dump and chisel hockey, baby.
McFarland playing right where they want to right now.
Saucer pass onto the tape of Herman. Throws it right to his center. Blattner gets knocked off the puck. Comes back to Mason Vogelsang. Spins away from the forecheck of Logan Blankenheim. Tries to bring it through the neutral zone. Dances around the check of Bastian and dumps it in deep, but picked off by Jackson Sobel. Sobel throws it off the boards and all the way down. It will be an icing with 14:56 to go in the second. Early in this second period, back and forth hockey. Another team, I don't think anyone's got a shot yet in this second period. Oh, one shot. Young made a pad save. Face-off coming. It's Preston Flood to take the draw. It's one back by Ty Wagner. Tied up in the corner. Gala tries to get it out. Puck comes up top to Wagner. Throws it over. One-timer. Pennycamp. Shoulder save. Memphis Young. They flip all the way down. Rolling puck towards Stephen Hung. It's on net. He'll have to play it. Gala comes with speed. Hung plays it over to Pennycamp. Tries to flip it out. Boca knocks it down. Pennycamp's going to be the first one to it. Gala's going to get to the puck. Nope. Turns it over. Trying to go back up the wall to Wagner. It's picked off by Wagner. And Wagner knocks it away from Wagner. Cross ice pass onto the tape of Bowden Wagner. Tig forces him to the outside, drops it up top for Pennycamp. Back down to Bowden Wagner, who rims it all the way around. Going to come to Aiden Vosberg up top. Vosberg backhands it in deep. They dump it behind the cage. Through the stick of Tig Wagner. Spins away from Blattner. Flips it up. Picked off by Bowden Wagner. Wagner battles with Blattner. Puck thrown wide of Memphis Young from the half wall. Up top, it's Aiden Vosberg. Dumping it back in deep. Cleland bumps him around. Stepping in is Callan Haas. Haas and Blattner battle for the loose puck. Wagner throws it up the wall. Nice keep right there by Brody Samuel.
Fantastic hold.
Big hit right there from Wagner, and it's fired all the way down. On Hung, no ice.
It's a good spot to put it.
Quick upcoming. Weston Vogelsang chips it for J.J. Blattner. Blattner on his tape. Backhander out in front. Nobody home. Haas with it now. Works his way up top. Cycles it down low. Brown tied up by J.J. Blattner and spins away from him and throws it right on the tape of Will Stelmacher. Stelmacher throws it off the backboards to Blankenheim. Chips it into space for himself. Him and Vogelsang race for the puck. Mason Vogelsang spins away from Logan Blankenheim. Nice breakout pass to Weston Vogelsang. Picked off by Blankenheim. Two big guys colliding in the neutral zone right there. Good forecheck from Blankenheim. Hounded by Bastian as well. They chip it for Weston Vogelsang. Numbers the other way for McFarland. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Nice job by Brown to get a stick on it. Pennycamp comes in and picks up the puck. Behind the net, Addison Pennycamp. One-timer coming. Tip just wide. It's in. Tipped in front. Went off the body of Heath Brown. First goal of the game coming for Blake Herman. Blake Herman makes it 1-0. Went off the skates of Heath Brown and into the net.
Just fantastic there. McFarland's able to regroup, send it back down, come into the O-zone, take that shot, get the initial bounce, and who's sitting in the crease for it? First goal coming with 12:30 left in this second period.
It's Herman's goal. It went off the skates of Heath Brown in front. At the 4:31 mark, it'll be 24 from 2. They come the other way. Ledger's trying to get something going here. Got to get offense rolling here. Got to get out of your offensive zone. Good to see Tate Baker back out there for the Ledgers. Throws it into space for Heath Brown. Brown flips it high in the air. Bouncing puck comes all the way down. Hung plays it. Stepping in. Baker, all kinds of space. Throws one towards the net. Hung pads it away. Gala cycles it back down. Picked off. Comes up the wall. Chipped through Sabel, who keeps it in at the line. Sabel loses it. Big hit right there from McFarland. A penalty coming, a power play. McFarland to the power play now. Penalty coming on the Ledgers. The whistles have seemed to be put away for how long? Finally one comes. It'll be Preston Flood for tripping. That's a big-time penalty kill. After you just gave up a goal, you have to get a kill here.
It's the right time, you kind of got the wind knocked out of your sails there, letting one up after playing so well, and now the penalty puts McFarland on the power play. Their unit's pretty good. We'll see how they go tonight.
We'll see how it goes. We'll make sure I get the penalty time fixed up. 5 minutes and 16 seconds. 2 minutes for tripping, and just about 20 seconds killed out the penalty kill. Almost turned over to B.J. Boca in the slot. Here they come the other way. Power play unit out there for this McFarland team. Ledgers wanted a penalty in the middle of the ice. Gala was knocked down. Pass under the tape of Vosberg up top. Vosberg works it down in the backhand. Throws a pass in front off the stick of Memphis Young and wide. He was looking for Weston Vogelsang. Vogelsang on the goal line, drops it down to Vosberg. Pass out in front, missed everybody, and come all the way back to Stephen Hung. And he'll come out to play with 1:10 to go on the power play. Gala forechecks, flipping it into space. Gala takes it away. And thrown in deep by Ty Wagner. Good penalty kill so far for the Ledgers. Under a minute to go on the power play for McFarland. Wagner forechecking, trying to get to the puck. Baker will join and force J.J. Blattner to throw a cross-ice pass to Pennycamp. Pennycamp through the neutral zone with speed. To the outside, shoots one over top of the net. It missed everything off the glass. Puck behind the net, comes all the way out to Pennycamp. Pennycamp up the wall. 10:15 to go in this second period. Walking in, shot from Blattner. Knocked away by Young. Pennycamp keeps it at the line. 25 seconds to go in the power play. Pass over, shot coming, blocked in front. And off some bodies and wide. Loose puck coming to Herman, the goal scorer for McFarland. Down below the goal line. Wagner to Pennycamp. Pennycamp throws across ice, missed the stick of Wagner. It comes to Mason Vogelsang. Up top to Blattner. Throws it across the line. 2 seconds and 1. The Preston Flood penalty is over. Pass in front, one-timer. Young hangs on.
What a penalty kill coming from the Ledgers. They needed it. Giving a big goal up, only 4:30 into this second period after being scoreless through the first. Tripping penalty coming less than a minute, or just over a minute later. That's exactly what they needed to do, possibly get some momentum swinging back their way. Now we'll see if they can play some offense.
Gotta find a way to get some offense rolling, especially with Flood back, or with Wagner back now. Flood out of the box. You gotta get going north a lot quicker. They're getting tied up off the faceoff, or off the faceoffs too much. Tied up in the zone and the forechecks, just not able to really get anything going north-south with possession. The chipping's working. They just haven't had the possession. Bastian lost his stick. They kick it over to Baron Bolka. He'll join this second line now. Takes his ice in space. Bolka just chips it further. Vosberg cuts him off. It comes to Weston Vogelsang, who will fire it in deep. Behind the cage of Memphis Young, it's Knox Cleland now. Cleland to Blankenheim. Throws it on the tape of Jaden Bastian. Here comes Bastian through the neutral zone to the outside. Shot off a body. Puck comes in front, cleared away by Vogelsang. Blankenheim going to pick up the loose puck. Backhands it in low. Picked off by Vosberg. He rims it around. Brown stepping in from the point. It's pitchforked further. Racing for the loose puck is Reagan, but Ty Wagner's going to get there first. Wagner spins away from Braden Reagan. Brings it behind the net. 8:40 to go in the second period. Up the wall to Blankenheim, who chips it in deep and goes for a change. Quick up coming. Cross ice pass right on the tape of Pennycamp. Pennycamp down the outside. Drops it up top, poked into the neutral zone. Numbers the other way for the Ledgers. Here they come, 2-on-1. Baker and Gala. Baker walks in, shoots it, glove save. Stephen Hung. Upper body seems to be all right after that shot.
Taking a shot on it, but problem is Stephen Hung saw it the entire way. There was no traffic out front. Didn't even fake the pass once. Baker just went for it. Hung glove save.
Best scoring chance of the game for the Ledgers right there. That's one where you almost think, we should drop that puck. Drop that puck to Preston Flood coming in hot. Draw one forward. Clapped into space. Loose puck and race forward. Wagner's going to get there first. Sabel pokes it away from him. Sabel throws it off the glass. It comes all the way down. It's picked up by Vogelsang. Puck retrieved in his own end and gives it over to Herman. Up the wall. Herman gets laid out. Wagner tries to chip it forward. Dumped back in deep by Pennycamp. Under 8 minutes to go in this second period. This part of the game brought to you by Aurora Healthcare. Puck rimmed around for Porter Gala. Now to Ty Wagner. Trying to get him going in the offense here. Wagner got time and space now. Here he comes. Long range wrister. Pad save Hung. Comes to Tate Baker now. Baker trying to get something going offensively. Him and Wagner trying to get that puck cycled around. Vogelsang chips it into space for Bowden Wagner. Gains the red and dumps it in deep on Memphis Young. Steers it over to the corner. Normington out in front. He was looking for Herman. And his second of the night. Heath Brown now spins away from the forecheck of Normington. Brown can't get it through everybody. Gets it back. Tries to get it out and fires it off a body. No ice. Who do you trust with your family's health? For aches and pains, physicals, and sports injuries, Fond du Lac Families. Choose Aurora Healthcare and Dr. Marshall Rutherford, family medicine specialist. Dr. Rutherford is your go-to for keeping your family healthy. Go to aurora.org/doctors for more information. Pass in front, one-timer off the heel of the blade of Braden Reagan. J.J. Blattner with it, chips it. Stelmacher trying to get it out. Stelmacher to himself, here he comes with speed. Stelmacher down the outside, knocked off the puck by a good back check from J.J. Blattner. High flip into the neutral zone. Making a nice play on the shortstop style is Jackson Sabel. Puck comes to Blankenheim. Gains the red, dumps it in deep behind the net. Hung plays it, throws it over to the wall. Stelmacher going to get there first. Claps one towards the net, high and wide. Sabel steps in, keeps it in and dumps it down to Blankenheim. Goes over his stick and it comes to Brody Samuel. Samuel, high flip into the neutral zone. Pitchforked further by Pennycamp and covered by Memphis Young. With 6:12 to go in the second period. Is shoulder pain keeping you up at night? For pain relief, Fond du Lac Families trust Aurora Healthcare and Dr. Lauren Potter. There are many cases of shoulder pain. As a shoulder specialist, Dr. Potter has the advanced training for taking better care of your injury. Learn more at aurora.org/doctors. Puck dumped in deep for Brody Normington. Normington out in front, missed everybody. Comes to Gala, who chips it into the neutral zone. Gala forechecked. Drop back for Herman, throws it, looking for Vogelsang. It comes to Addison Pennycamp. Pennycamp flips it off a stick, comes into the neutral zone and played with a high stick. Faceoff comes all the way down into the Ledger's end with 5:50 to go in the second period.
Ledgers offensively have looked a little better after that penalty kill. They've gotten some quality shots on net of Stephen Hung, but nothing really that's been too invasive coming from him.
Draw one forward by Pennycamp. Sabel cleared it away, throws it up the wall. Trying to get it out. It's Samuel, works it up top. Pass over to Vogelsang. Vogelsang, long range wrister, was blocked by Sabel. Baker throws it off the backboards. It's going to come to Porter Gala with 5.5 to go in the second period. High, flip into the neutral zone. Herman plays it for himself. Offsides was Brady Normington. He brought it in was Bowden Wagner a half a second early with 5:26 to go in the second period. Again, not a ton of shots for either team in this second period at all. I would be surprised if any of the numbers find their way above double digits. And for the Ledgers, I'd actually be surprised if it found their way to 5. Pass bouncing through the neutral zone, knocked down by a good play from Brody Samuel. It was looking for Porter Gala. Vogelsang throws it in the air. Brown spins away from the forecheck of J.J. Blattner. Over to Ty Wagner, back to Heath Brown. Bouncing puck, can't hold on to it. Comes to Weston Vogelsang. Comes up the wall with it and dumps it back in deep. Blattner and Wagner tie up. Wagner plays it up for Heath Brown. Brown turned it over. Pass in front. Played away by Baker. Thrown to Flood, but he wasn't ready for it. All comes back up the wall. Numbers the other way now. Here come the Ledgers 2-on-2. Flood cuts through the middle of the ice. Good stick right there from Brody Samuel. Flood spins away from him. Pass off the skates. He was looking for Baker. It's rimmed around. Brown will pick it up at the point. Brown, shot coming towards the net. Loose in front. Hung. Cleared away by the defenseman. Rebound all the way down. Icing with 4:25. Best chance again for the Ledgers.
Like I said, Ledgers.
The cycling.
Yes.
And the puck movement is getting better, and they're getting to the loose pucks that they weren't getting to early.
Start to pick up that momentum down here. Now they have a face-off. It'd be crucial to win and get a couple more shots on Stephen Hung, who's looked fantastic tonight. They do win the face-off. Let's see.
What a blocker save from Hung and a rocket from the point. Bastian's got to the puck. He turned it over to Herman. Flips it into space. Poked further by Jackson Sobel. It comes to Blankenheim. Chips it to Bastian. Over to Blankenheim. Blankenheim reverses back, gives it to a wide-open Jackson Sobel now. Sobel backhands it in deep. Continues on the forecheck. Him and Stelmacher will go for the loose puck. Big hit. Him and Vogelsang collide. Puck comes up top. Blankenheim shoots it off a body. Hung holds on. Blankenheim from long range. The Ledgers seem to be a little bit rejuvenated here, Mackay.
It is clicking for him. Finally finding a way to play it on in the O-zone. Stephen Hung getting some pressure coming down by his crease. Not only traffic out front, but a couple of pucks down there as well. He's able to stop another one. But we'll see if the Ledgers keep it up, how long he can last.
3:55 to go in the second period. Again, this part of the game brought to you by Aurora Family Healthcare. Draw one back to Heath Brown, who dumps it in deep. Picked up by Vosberg, throws it into space for Pennycamp. Pennycamp lets it go through to Bowden Wagner. Poked off his stick, nice play by Heath Brown. Dances around Pennycamp, chips it over to Tate Baker. Baker backhands it in deep behind Stephen Hung. It comes to Vosberg. Vosberg cycles it back for Samuel. It's dumped up the line. Kept in by Jackson Sobel. Gala turned it over. Trying to chip into space. Heath Brown steps up. Dumps it off Tate Baker. Pennycamp chips it over. Looking for Wagner just a little bit behind him. Wagner picks it up though. Throws it out in front off a stick. It comes to Heath Brown now. Brown tries to flip it out right into the glove of Pennycamp, who walks in, shoots it. Blocked in front by Jackson Sobel. Here comes Flood now. He's got a ton of space to skate. Flood uses his speed, cuts to the outside. Flood, short side, rebound loose in front. Gala couldn't get to it, cleared away. Gala back checking, picked off. It's Cleveland off the bench. Backhands one, turned over to Samuel, and McFarland, feeling the pressure, clears it all the way down and ices it with 2:55 to go in the second. This Ledgers team looks rejuvenated late in this second period.
McFarland is backing up on their heels right now, Justin. You talked about it a second ago, but you said you'd be surprised if the Ledgers got to 5 shots. Right now, they can get to that double-digit mark. They are looking sharp down here in the O-zone. Let's see if they can take another face-off and keep on challenging Hung.
Pressure like this, we'll see what happens. Blankenheim throws it into the far corner. Vogelsang chips it into space. Wagner steps in and dumps it back in deep. Herman gets to it first. Tied up by Jaden Bastian. Bastian kicks it up for Blankenheim. Turns it down low to Jaden Bastian. Tied up along the wall. Vogelsang kicks it away to himself. Mason Vogelsang up the wall. Wagner keeps it in at the line. Dumped back in deep. J.J. Blattner goes to it. 2.5 to go in this second period. Big hit from Blankenheim behind the net. Chipped off the glass. Comes all the way back to Stelmacher. Blankenheim lost his blade. Trying to get off the ice.
Fisher goes and picks it up for him.
Yeah, that happens.
Seen it a couple of times this season. There's one we got pretty much like a tow truck. One of his teammates came over and gave him the stick, pushed him over to the bench, but we'll get a stoppage here. He'll get his blade back on. But an O-zone draw coming now for McFarland.
Seems like McFarland has, in the last 4 minutes, has not had the puck in the O-zone very often. Ledgers trying to get something going offensively. Draw one back to Herman. Off some bodies. Knocked down. Here comes Preston Flood. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Wagner in with Gala. Flood shoots it over top of the cage. Wagner throws it towards the net. Hung kicked the net off. See if they blow the whistle dead, and they do with 2:02 to go in the second.
I was going to say, it was just sitting there. Second time Stephen Hung has kicked that net off now.
So now what I see on that play, if I'm the Ledgers, is the puck coming so hot off that backboards. That's not a bad choice to throw that puck on net from Ty Wagner. It's actually a really smart choice, trying to get Hung off his angle. Draw one over to the wall by McFarland and try to chip it out. It comes into the neutral zone. Sobel dumps it back in deep. Ledger's offsides, 1:50 to go in this second period. Gala forechecks up the wall. It comes into the neutral zone, chipped into space. Baker drops it back for Wagner. Wagner dances around Pennycamp, turns it over to Vosberg. Vosberg finds Pennycamp with space to the outside. Pennycamp toe drag shot, pad save. Memphis Young, long rebound. Normington out in front, picked off. Numbers the other way. Here they come. 3-on-2, turning into a 2-on-2. Wagner into space, walks in, shoots, blocker save, going towards the net, off the post, and Hung holds on. Hung reaches behind him and makes the save. It was Ty Wagner. He was inches away from tying the game with 1:24 to go in the second period.
The original save from Hung just popped on out, flipped right over him, and trickled towards the net. Was it going to go in? Was it going to stay out? Hits off the post, bounces away. Hung's able to recover and cover up. But my goodness, the Ledgers have looked like a completely different team in the last 8 or so minutes.
Quick whistle off the faceoff. Just a second goes off the clock. They will kick out the McFarland center, J.J. Blattner. It'll be Weston Vogelsang to come take the draw against Jaden Bastian. Bastian wins it off the official's feet, kicks it to himself, throws it up top to Heath Brown. Brown shoots one, Hung holds on, plays it to his defenseman, Herman. Dangerous play by Stephen Hung. Pass in the middle of the ice, picked off by Heath Brown. Ledger's D doing a great job getting to the puck in the neutral zone. Sobel chips it into space for Bastian. Herman knocks it back into the neutral zone. Poked in further by Jackson Sobel. It comes to Weston Vogelsang. Here he comes with speed. Vogelsang cuts into the middle of the ice. Poked off his stick by Sobel. Brown flips it all the way down. Rolling towards Stephen Hung. He'll have to play. Under a minute to go in the second period. Here they come the other way. Mason Vogelsang chips it up and dumped in deep by his brother Weston. Sobel tied up along the wall. Vogelsang kicked away and thrown up for Preston Flood. 35 seconds to go in the period. Flood wants some more space. He gives it over to Heath Brown. Brown, nice move. Dances around the defender. Here he comes. All kinds of space for Heath Brown. Brown walks in, shoots it off some bodies. Flood kicks it into space for himself. 25 seconds to go in the period. Flood drops it down low. Has it on the backhand. Flood tied up. Throws it towards the net. Scores! Preston Flood with 15 seconds to go. Rips it over the shoulder of Stephen Hung. And we're tied. What a shot from Preston Flood. The Ledgers fans are pumped with 15.4 seconds to go. Preston Flood ties the game at 1. Stephen Hung came a little bit too far out, got caught challenging, dropped to his knees over the shoulder. Preston Flood has made it a tie game at 1.
Yeah, what a fantastic move from Flood. He's able to make it through a ton of traffic coming out front, just going on the backhand the entire way. Turns around when he's got some space, fires it at the net, and we are tied at 1 with 15 seconds left in the second. This Ledgers team has really closed this period out strong.
Gala dumps it in deep, throws it off some bodies. 5 seconds to go in the period. Quick up along the wall, chipped in further into the neutral zone. Flood going to gain the red and just dump. We will head to the third. Why not? Tied at 1. These two teams have shown you every inch, not giving an inch, not giving a mile. It's been quite a game so far. It's 1-1 after 2. Hear from Coach Kevin Colleen in just a few moments.
Planning to build? Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your visions to reality. You need Pinot. After all, we've been doing it for over 45 years. To start your next project, go to www.rapinno.com and you'll learn about the Pinot difference. Pinot, build better for future generations.
Tired of pushy sales tactics? Welcome to Schaefer Auto, where they make buying a vehicle simple, safe, and satisfying. You'll find a sweet selection of pre-owned vehicles for every budget. Each is inspected and backed by a warranty option of your choice. Financing isn't a problem. Get approved online and drive home with confidence. Schaefer Auto has the right ride for you. Visit the lot at 404 Shaler Drive in Waupun and online at schaefer-auto.com. Schaefer Auto, no gimmicks, no pressure, no...
Holiday Automotive Intermission Report. It's worth the trip. Back here with Coach Kevin Colleen. Coach, in the latter part of that second period, the guys really started to seem to get it going. What'd you see, and what was the message in that middle part of the second period?
All right, once we start putting pressure on them, things start tilting in our favor. I don't know if it was, like I said, getting the bus legs out or what, but we definitely decided to pick it up there and start playing harder.
Coach, I thought the neutral zone play from your defenseman was key, getting yourself back into this game a little bit. They're picking off a lot of passes, stepping up, not giving McFarland a ton of space to gain speed.
Yeah, their one goal, right? Our third guy probably went in when he should. Job out there collecting jerseys and making sure pucks don't get on their stick.
Yeah, I thought you guys, and just in that sense, it's been a little bit of a back and forth style so far in this game, but physicality doesn't seem to be wavering. I know they got one power play. I mean, we don't always say you expect to get one, but you would think you'd get one soon, right?
You think, but you never know. We'll just prepare for anything and adjust.
Coach, thanks for joining us. We'll see you hopefully after the game.
Yeah, thanks.
We'll take a quick break. We'll come back after this on Radio Plus and Jeff's Line in cooperation with Jeff's Line.
Walk right in. That's the laid-back feeling you have when you work with the Roush Insurance Agency in Fond du Lac. Their agents are dedicated to putting your mind at ease when you make your insurance decisions. They live, work, and play here and will make sure that they are there at the time of need for their clients and families. Visit RoushINS.com for more information or walk right in. 770 South Main Street in Fond du Lac. The Roush Insurance Agency, your hometown insurance team for over 30 years.
It's more than just a job. It truly is a family. They value you, great pay, great benefits. They definitely care about setting people up for success in their retirement years. I don't see a reason to want to leave.
A personal experience with a custom feel. Each home Smith Builders builds is unique. The design and selections perfectly crafted for you. To learn more, visit smithbuildersinc.com or stop by 227 Morris Court. Smith Builders of Fond du Lac. Traditional values, exceptional services. A proud sponsor of local high school sports.
Hey, Devontae. Let me get a Cantina chicken burrito and a bowl with that seasoned, slow-roasted chicken I like, please.
You have a golf course in your house?
I got a Taco Bell in my house, bro.
Where did it go? Where did it go?
Oh, there it is. Cheaters don't get chicken. Huh? Cheaters get no chicken.
I won't give him any.
Looking for a reliable roofing contractor? Witt Services has got you covered. With 5 years of experience, they specialize in everything from roof repairs to full replacements. Their team is dedicated to quality workmanship and customer satisfaction. Plus, they offer free estimates, so you know exactly what to expect. Whether it's a leaky roof or a complete overhaul, Witt Services is the go-to choice for all roofing needs. Don't wait. Reach out today.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture, we're honored to be voted by you to be one of the best mattress stores in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the finest in style, comfort, and quality to the Waupun area.
We've teamed up with amazing brands like Ashley, Lazy Boy, Best Craft, Marshfield, Best Home Furnishings, Mega Motion to offer you the best selection around.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Make your home a place you truly love with Verhaeg's Furniture Mart.
Every customer can be a Signature Home customer. I think that's what Signature Homes does really well, is that we can touch not only the customer who's building for the first time, but also the customers that know what they want and want to pull pieces of other property that they've lived in and loved. And you can really trust that we know what we're doing and that we have 30 years of experience in the market doing it with quality craftsmanship and a lot of style and design. And at the end, we get a chance to walk them through and see their smiling faces, and we know that we've achieved our goal.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
Trust AirTech Heating with all your home comfort needs. AirTech Heating, doing whatever it takes.
Captain Jeremy Brenner says, let's have some fun with Angling Only Guide Service. They're the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter service out of Sheboygan. They're hitting the open water June through Labor Day next year. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. Only $600 weekends and $500 weekdays for up to 6 people. Hey, you're gonna catch fish, no doubt about it. Mention this ad during our high school sports broadcast and save $100. Email them today at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com.
Intermission report brought to you by Holiday Automotive. It's worth the trip. In that second period, there was a pair of goals. One scored at the 4:30 mark. It was Herman coming from Pennycamp and Weston Vogelsang. For Blake Herman, just his 6th goal of the season. He didn't have any points, just an assist. Second point of the playoffs for him in that first game against the Wapaka Comets of Wapaka. The Comets.
Comets, yes.
Yeah,
we covered a football game in Wapaka.
Yeah. And then for the Ledgers, late in that period, it was Preston Flood redeeming himself for taking a penalty at the 5:16 mark. He took a tripping penalty, and then at the 16:45 mark, it is Flood, unassisted. Shots in that period, 12-9 in favor of the Ledgers. Shots are 16-15 in favor of McFarland right now. And Mackay, we can say what we want. The last 5 minutes, the Ledgers look like a whole different hockey team.
An incredibly different team out there. We talked about it, but McFarland obviously came out firing at the 4:30-minute mark. They came out and scored the goal, and then 45 seconds later, they get the tripping penalty against the Ledgers. It's not looking good going in their favor, but they get a nice penalty kill. They come out, they start to turn things around, and in the last 5 minutes, it felt like all 5 minutes were practically played either in the neutral zone or down here in the offensive zone for the Ledgers. A fantastic shot coming from Preston Flood to tie us up with 15 seconds left to go. And my goodness, it turned from a game that the Ledgers have kind of looked not necessarily flat in. They played physical, they played fast, but they haven't had a lot of scoring opportunities. It's turned into a game where they could take a lead early in this third period and just continue to roll with it.
Bus legs. That's what you call it. And Kevin, you heard Kevin say it, bus legs. Bus legs are a huge thing, and it looked like they had bus legs in that first period. Late and maybe even the middle part of the second period, I think the addition of Tate Baker back in here with his upper body injury seems to be just all right. He's throwing his weight around, shooting the puck, seems to be fine. And one penalty in this game so far, and I don't foresee, unless it's absolutely obvious or egregious, it's not, they ain't calling anything.
No,
because this game's not getting decided by a power play.
No, they're letting them play, and that's the way you want it in playoff hockey, right? Unless it's an egregious call, obviously do your job out there, blow the whistle. But tonight I think they've done a fantastic job of letting the kids play. They knew it was going to be physical. They knew it was going to be fast. People are coming back and forth, and they're letting them go with it. That you would hate for a team to win on a power play goal like that or something, to be decided by that. It's just not the way it's supposed to be. When they're both playing like this, I love letting them play.
Winner of this will take on the winner of Waunakee and Sauk Prairie. That's 2-1 right now. The Warriors leading Sauk Prairie at the moment. We have 2:39 left here in the Holiday Automotive Intermission Report. We're going to take a short break. Third period, which the start of it's brought to you by Aurora Healthcare, coming up in just a few moments.
a must. And a reminder, get on a furnace maintenance plan now so your home is clean and cozy this fall and winter. We are your home for the Coleman Equipment brand. Call 920-763-2301, providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
Hey, it's Bucky. If you're lucky, we'll be faster than a Derby from Kentucky.
Okay, let's start with some clouds, some mountains over there, and finally a river. Hey, Dad, look.
Looks like the perfect spot.
American Family Insurance is here to protect your family on the road with a travel peace of mind package.
American Family Insurance.
Visit Brad Tagle Pizza today in Fond du Lac or Ripon.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
This game is powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun. C. Broxma Electric has serviced the electrical needs for Waupun and the surrounding area for over 18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your State of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. C. Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net.
Coal Oil and Propane is committed to establishing and upholding lasting relationships with our respected customers. We pledge to provide exceptional and reliable service, exceeding your expectations, and are dedicated to continuous improvement, embracing and driving change to better serve you. Whether you need service for residential, commercial, or agricultural, Coal Oil and Propane has you covered. Our goals are simple: great products, competitive pricing, and reliable service. Contact Coal Oil and Propane for all your fuel and lubricant needs. Trust Coal Oil and Propane.
This is Craig Larson, sales manager with locally owned Dufresne Moving and Storage. Moving is very important to me, and I take pride in making sure our clients are happy with their overall experience at a reasonable cost and done in a high quality manner. We have a crew that is dedicated on taking care of your stuff. Call me today for an estimate at 1-800-425-MOVE or visit us at DufresneMoving.com. Dufresne Moving and Storage of Fond du Lac, making your move and storage of goods.
17 minutes for the rest of your lives in a tie hockey game. This has been a fantastic game so far. Just a goal apiece. Goal in the second period for both teams. High School Sports Today on Radio Plus Info.com is presented by these four: Fond du Lac Edward Jones, Financial Advisors, Matt Moses, Jeff Wills, Robert Bruce, and Patrick Ellison. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Whether you play in the rec leagues or the majors, sitting out due to injury is no fun. If pain is moved to the sidelines, Aurora Sports Health can help you get back in the lineup today. Start with a free injury evaluation from Aurora Sports Health. Request one at aurora.org/sports. Face-off coming. Right to left on your radio dial will go the McFarland Spartans, and left to right will go the Ledgers. Flood punches it forward into the neutral zone. We'll see what team shows up in a big hit from Jackson Sobel to start the period. Wagner over to Gala. Drops it back for Ty Wagner. Slowing things down to the Ledgers. Off the backside of the cage, it comes to Bowden Wagner. Cycles it down low, picked off by Jackson Sobel. Spins away from the forecheck. Up Normington. It's Wagner to Gala. Gala cross ice flips it right on the tape of Preston Flood. A lot of space for him. He just turned it over stick handle it. Samuel can't get it out. Punched into the neutral zone. It's spinning away from everybody as Ty Wagner trying to get it in deep. Doesn't get it all the way in. Samuel up the wall. Goes through everybody and all the way down. And no ice anyways. Wagner stepped. He's looking for the ice. So why it's not an ice, say he got a piece of it, but he stepped up. Shouldn't be an ice in the first place. Flood taking his ice. Cutting all the way across it. Makes a nice move. Dancing around the checks. Down the outside. Flood drops the shoulder. Behind the backside of the net. Cycles it down low. Comes back to Flood. Throws a shot wide. Blankenheim trying to beat Herman to it. Him and Herman tie up. Vogelsang comes in to help. It comes to Bastian. Walks in. Bastian over to Brown. Brown shoots it. Glove save. Stephen Hung. Hung makes a big-time stop.
Ledgers coming out in this third period just the way they ended that second.
Up top to Brown. Almost jumped his stick. He gets it in deep to Bastian. Bastian throws one out in front, off some bodies and wide. Stepping in is Stelmacher. Sabel keeps it into the line. Trying to get it out is McFarland. They throw it off some bodies. Brown's going to get to the puck first as Pennycamp races with him. Chips it back up the wall. Jackson Sabel gets to it, drops it back down for Heath Brown. Brown stops up, spins away from the forecheck of Brady Normington. Cutting across the middle of the ice is Will Stelmacher. Brown chips it into space, nobody there. Wagner off the boards of Pennycamp. Wagner towards the net. Pennycamp falls down. Got a man fresh off the bench. They chip into space for Sabel. Jackson Sabel throws a long-range shot. Hung with the rebound. Loose in front. Bang! Blankenheim, rebound, goal. Blankenheim, third of the playoffs, makes it 2-1. Early in the second or third period, the Ledgers figure it out. One-timer off the pad. It's Logan Blankenheim. The Ledgers have figured it out late. All of a sudden, it's 2-1. Just 2 minutes and 4 seconds into the second period. Logan Blankenheim looking like the hero right now, Mackay.
Yeah, I mean, just fantastic. We talked about it, but the Ledgers came out exactly how they wanted to here in this third.
2 from 16, which is 12 from 16 is what it should be. Early in this second period, Ledgers take a 1-goal lead when it looked like they were down and out for a long time. Not able to get the offense rolling. McFarland trying to come right back in and get to work offensively again. Chipped into the neutral zone. It's Jackson Sabel. Getting another assist for him. It's Blankenheim's 4th point of the playoff. 2-on-2 the other way. It's Plattner cutting across the middle of the ice. Flips it to himself with space. Dumps it down in deep. Offense got to get rolling now here for this McFarland team. The Ledgers have started to figure it out. Here's Tate Baker throwing it around for Porter Gala. Gala chips it into space. It comes to Baker. Chip back further to Herman. Herman going to take his ice, cuts to the outside, the goal scorer. Big hit, big collision. 2 big guys colliding right there, Mackay.
Yeah, that's exactly right, and that's how Springs has played this entire third period. They started with a big hit, they come in with a goal, and they are not letting their foot off that gas pedal here.
Normington flips it over. Blattner chips it in deep. Sabel stepping up on him. They reverse the play for Ty Wagner from Preston Flood. Backhands into the neutral zone. It hit
all the way up
the overhead
there,
beams and stays in the defensive zone. That's the one thing about these big overhead beams like this in a smaller rink for St. Mary Springs. They're so used to being able to flip it so high in the blue line. They don't have that here. And not saying it's a smaller rink. It is an Olympic-sized sheet, just a smaller in terms of height. Offensive zone face-off for the Spartans. They win it back, but Blankenheim's the first one to it. All kinds of space for Logan Blankenheim. Good defensive play by Vosberg. Puck comes to Bastian. Bastian hammered by Vosberg. Normington cross ice onto the tape of Pennycamp. Pennycamp takes his ice, brings it down the right wing, dances around, knocks Cleveland, shoots a shot off the outside of the net. It's on the backside of the net. Memphis Young has no idea where the puck is. It's on the net, and they will hold on. Whistle blows.
McFarland fans got up there thinking they had the score. They saw the puck and the net. Too bad it was on the outside, and we stayed 2-1, 13:24 left in this third, but wow, the Ledgers, the turnaround that happened midway through that second period, it is carried over to the third now. Only 2 minutes and 4 seconds coming in here scoring. Blankenheim from Sabel, and they have looked like a completely different team.
Draw one back, dumped in deep by Normington. It finds Wagner, comes up top. Vosberg, shot was blocked by Baker. Off the backside of the gate, pass in front. Net came off its moorings, the whistle blows.
Big hit down low coming from Preston Flood. Might have been a good thing that the net came off the moorings there, as the passing and the rebounds were coming out for McFarland. They had an opportunity, but Memphis Young leaning on the post. It's going to come off eventually.
We will mention this winner. This will play on Friday. They will play at the Blue Line Family Ice Center. That is where the sectional final will be. Right now, the winner will take on Wanakee or Sauk Prairie. Wanakee up 2-1. I think after 2. Pennycamp wins the draw forward. Tries to throw it out in front. Sabel knocked it away. Wagner pitchforks it into the corner. Wagner throws it around. Stepping down is Wagner to get to it. Bowden Wagner drops it down low. Normington throws a backhand pass, picked off. Jackson Sobel spins away from the forecheck, throws it up the wall, went off the stick of Normington. It comes to Flood. Flood spins away from Normington. Takes his ice and drops it back. It comes to Tate Baker now. 12:50 to go in the game. Jackson Sobel with all kinds of time and space. Here he comes. Spobel throws one off a body and wide. Gala fresh off the bench. He's forechecking. It's chipped up the wall. Stelmacher keeps it in for now. They come the other way. 3-on-4. Chipping for Wagner. Wagner to Blattner. Blattner falls down. They're going to say it was a trip. He tripped, and they're going to give Ty Wagner a tripping penalty. I don't know if I agree with that one.
To the dismay of a lot of the Ledgers fans sitting around us.
Yeah, I don't think that Wagner really touched him. I think the kid fell. I truthfully do. So did the power play again. McFarland. In the regular season, they had a 21.2% power play.
Be a great time to score. Tie us up at 2.
That one coming at the 4:37 mark. Wagner for tripping. Here we go. Penalty kill late, or in the middle of the third period. Shot into the chest of Memphis Young. They say your goaltender's got to be your best penalty killer, and he makes a big-time save early on the penalty kill.
Good save right there. A little traffic out front, but it was on the other side of the net. Memphis Young saw it out of the way, just took it into the chest, took it down, and took 15 seconds off of this tripping penalty from Ty Wagner.
Draw one back up top. Cross-ice pass onto the tape of Blattner. Blattner down to the bottom of the circle to Wagner. Back up top to J.J. Blattner. Blattner gives it over. They drop it below the goal line. 1 minute and 30 seconds to go in the penalty. Blattner up top. Long-range shot off the blocker of Young. He clears it away. Dangerously comes out in front. Pass in front. Blocked away by Sobel. Pokes it loose. Buck coming. Shot. Blocked by Jackson Sobel. It's kicked around. It goes wide. Thrown at the backside of Memphis Young. He tries to hold on. They poke it home. It's Herman again. He ties it at 2. Herman. Blake Herman again. His second of the night. It's 2-2 on the power play.
Just a lot of rebound opportunities coming out in front of Memphis Young, and he couldn't stop them all.
Now we're at the 5:32 mark. It's 24. It'll probably come from 2 if they give an assist on it. Power play goal. Now you're saying, okay, 2 penalties on McFarland. You may see one come the Ledger's way late in this one. Tied up. It's Stelmacher. He doesn't gain the red. He fires it all the way down. It's an ice. It's Blake Herman. They give it unassisted. Herman's second of the night. 3rd point of the playoffs. The 5:32 mark. 11:20 to go in this one. We're tied at 2. We didn't think it was going to be easy. Wouldn't be surprised if we see extra time here in McFarland. Blankenheim chips it to himself. Here comes Logan Blankenheim. Fires a shot. Hung holds on. Stephen Hung with a nice save.
And the season that Stephen Hung has had, he is not letting that one through, especially with the way this game is going right now. Tied up at 2-2, 11:06 left in the third, and McFarland able to knot us back up after a power play goal coming from Herman once again after the tripping call on Ty Wagner.
Flood to take the draw. He'll take it against Pennycamp. It's one back. It comes to Heath Brown. Throws a shot. Comes to Baker. He fanned on it. Tried to play it over. That one cleared down by Pennycamp. It will be no ice. It comes to Wagner now. Under 11 minutes to go in this one. 2-2 on that Quest Interior scoreboard. Here comes Flood. Chips into space for himself. 2-on-2 with him and Porter Gala. Flood down the outside. Comes by on the backside of the net. Preston Flood throws it up top off a skate and all the way down. Pennycamp's going to race for it. He's going to win the race for it. You'd almost like to see your goaltender come play that puck. Samuel trying to get it to his man. Cross ice to Flood. Flood gains the red. Flips it towards Stephen Hahn. Into the chest. He holds on. Has to cover.
Long whistle on the cover as got two players tangled up down low. You talk about Memphis Young maybe wanting to come out and play that puck, but the way things are right now, I don't know if he wants to leave his crease.
I would want to be playing that puck. You don't, especially Pennycamp. You don't want him being the first one to that puck.
Pennycamp did get hit hard along the boards after he picked it up under the goal line.
Comes into the neutral zone, 3-on-2 if they hurry, but Sobel plays it into space. It's picked up by West Vogelsang. Dumps it in deep off of Blattner. Stellmacher tied up by Blattner. Pokes it away for Ty Wagner. Wagner flips it up the wall. Herman throws a shot looking for the hat trick, and Young steers it away. That one comes off the board. Chipped further by Stellmacher. Mason Vogelsang will be the first one to it. Vogelsang with the puck retrieval. Uses his speed and brings it around the outside. Vogelsang winds things up. Here he comes down the wing. Brown forces him to the outside. Pass in front. One-timer pass save Young. Made a big-time save right there. Did Memphis Young. Write that one down with 9:35 to go in this one. It's Blankenheim. Mansing around the man. Behind the net now. Blankenheim throws it up top for Baker. Blankenheim to Baker. Baker walks in. Band on it. Got it back up top to Heath Brown. Brown spinning away from Reagan. Throws a long-range shot behind the net. It comes to Flood. Got a man wide open out in front. Throws it to him. Baker. What a stop from Hung. Sobel up top. He'll shoot one off some bodies in the glass. It comes to Preston Flood. Immense pressure here from the Ledgers. Vogelsang. Normington will chip it out. It's Jackson Sobel putting it into space. Chipped up, gloved down by Vogelsang, and he'll throw it all the way down on Memphis Young, so he'll have to play it. Young will play it over to Jackson Sobel. Under 9 minutes to go in this one. Pass to Flood. Ledgers trying to get right back on the attack. Here they come the other way. Preston Flood. Long-range shot blockered away by Stephen Hung. Behind the net, pass in front off a stick. Walking in is Wagner. Throws a shot. It was blocked. Numbers the other way. He's got Pennycamp wide open in the middle of the ice. Picked off by Wagner. Waved off the offsides. It went off the stick of Wagner. Didn't matter. Pennycamp thought it was off, so he came, let it go. Here comes Ty Wagner slicing through the neutral zone. Wagner to the outside on the backhand. Throws one Hung off a stick. Pass in front. Knocked down by Wagner. Comes to Reagan. He falls down. He knocks his man down. Brown bumps him off the puck. Blattner now behind the goal line. Stellmacher. Pass in front. It comes to Brody Samuel, who backhands it in deep. Bowden Wagner throws it out in front off a body. Bastion's got him tied up. Puck comes out in front on the backhand. Blattner pad save. Loose in front. Blattner again. Memphis Young holds on. What a stop from Memphis Young.
Memphis Young has had quite a couple of minutes here. Putting some pressure on other Spartans from McFarland, but Young has looked very composed after letting up the goal on the power play. A couple of nice saves from him now. And Jackson Sobel coming over, tapping him on the shoulder, saying, hey, you're doing a heck of a job. Keep it up. 7:49 left in the third. We're still knotted at 2.
Under 8 minutes to go in this one. This part of the game brought to you by Fogel Family Dental. Dr. Dylan Fogel and his team are the new and proud owners of Doyle Kelly Dental on Fond du Lac Avenue in Fond du Lac. The last 8 minutes of this one. Puck comes into the neutral zone. Herman fires it off the wall. Knox Cleland gets it out. Barely. Knocked back in by Reagan. Him and Cleland bump. Cleland spins away from him. Pokes it up the wall. Long-range shot from Herman off the glove of Memphis Young. It comes to Preston Flood. Flood going to take his space. Dances around Braden Reagan to the outside. Drops it back for Knox Cleland. McFarland goes for a change. Quick up to Jackson Sobel. Sobel turns it over. Got a man in the middle of the ice. Cleland lays down. Blocks the pass. Blocks the passing lane, and it was thrown off of Memphis Young. It's Jackson Sobel flipping it up. Can't keep it at the line as Mason Vogelsang. He pitchforks it in deep. Offsides. And tagging up is Normington. Jackson Sobel flips it off the ceiling.
You can hear that clink.
They think they can flip it that high, but they can't.
They're so used to it. It's muscle memory at this point, playing how many home games, and you play at the same arena your entire career. Come to one like this, and you're kind of shocked after it hits it up there.
This line for the Ledgers here, this Stellmacher, Bastion, and Blankenheim line has had pressure majority of the night. Just haven't found a way with anyone other than just Blankenheim to put it in the net. I mean, he was out there with some of that top line guys. Vosberg picks it off. It's kicked forward by Jaden Bastion. Here he comes the other way. Bastion poked further by Brody Samuel. It comes to Aiden Vosberg. He'll take his space. Vosberg backhands it over. Normington dumps it on net. Memphis Young bounces, and he holds on to it.
Scary one for Memphis Young, who has had a lot of pressure these last couple of minutes, especially after the power play goal. You talk about the highs and lows and staying right in that middle mindset. But the Ledgers have kind of looked like a different team since they let up that goal and tied us up.
6:35 to go in this third period and the game. See if we have some extra time here from McFarland. Brown rims it up the wall for Porter Gala. Gala just chips it into space. Mossberg will pick it off in the neutral zone. Mossberg chips it off of Porter Gala and right back into him. Gala got Baker wide open, and he just missed him. Good back check from Bowden Wagner. Pettycamp chips it forward. Should be an ice. They'll wave it off. Pass in front. Missed everybody and comes into the neutral zone. Stepping off the bench is Mason Vogelsang. Big hit on Porter Gala. Pass in front, knocked down. Baker got space. Here he comes. Baker with speed down the outside. One-on-one. Baker long range shot off the high glass. Pettycamp gets bumped hard by Porter Gala. Brown picks it off in the neutral zone. Here comes Heath Brown dancing to the outside. Brown from long range off a body over top of Hung. I don't think he saw that one. Blankenheim steps in. Pettycamp gets to it, throws it cross ice, picked off by Heath Brown. Brown dances back into his zone. Regroup here. Sobel to Brown. 5.5 to go in this one. It's Heath Brown on the tape of Preston Flood. Flood drops it back for Heath Brown. They flip into the neutral zone. It comes all the way out to Herman. Blake Herman with it. Pair of goals for him. A power play goal and a goal in that second period. Ledger's goals coming from Blankenheim and Flood. Brown. He's played a nice game today as Heath Brown. Vogelsang throws it over for Herman onto the tape of Reagan. He let it go. It should be an ice. It will be with 5 minutes on the dot to go in this one.
Both teams kind of backing off now. They had their separate ways of coming in. Thinking we're going to get some free hockey tonight, Justin?
Looking like it.
Ledgers fans and student section over here trying to get them fired up. Little Let's Go Ledgers chant as an ozone draw for Springs. Could be just what they need.
Hayden Bastian will come out with Gala and Flood instead of Tate Baker. Draw kicked back to Jackson Sobel, drops it down below the goal line to Bastian. Brody Samuel going to be the first one to it. He'll throw it up the wall. It's pitchforked into the neutral zone and turned back by Ty Wagner to Flood. Up to Gala. Baker's going to come back out there. It's dumped in on Memphis Young, who just steers it away. Ledgers trying to get going north. They go to Ty Wagner. Wagner flips it into the neutral zone off the boards. It comes to Aiden Vosberg. Vosberg turns it over to Baker. Baker cuts through the neutral zone. Baker to the outside, shoots it. Blocker save, Stephen Hung. A rocket from Tate Baker and a nice stop from Hung. Puck comes to Bowden Wagner. He chips it off the boards. Knocked down by Wagner. Drops it down for Flood. Flood has it up top, spins it over to Ty Wagner. Wagner walks in, shoots one, tipped in front. They score! Off of Tate Baker and in. The Ledgers lead 3-2. They're looking to see for a kicking motion, but I think this one's it. What a shot and what a pass up top from Tate Baker, or from Ty Wagner to Tate Baker. They're arguing whether it's a goal or not. We'll see what they say. This would be a backbreaker late in this one. Yeah, it's a good goal. The Ledgers lead 3-2. Tate Baker. What resiliency from the senior, and what a pass from Ty Wagner. It's Baker from Wagner with 4:06 to go in this one. So, at the 12:54 mark, it's Baker from Wagner, Mackay.
I mean, just fantastic resiliency here coming from the Ledgers. They open this period up with a goal, then take a tripping penalty. McFarland comes out and scores with the odd man advantage, and now here come the Ledgers, taking the lead back with just over 4 left to play.
23 from 9. They say it's actually Ty Wagner that gets the assist. Pass goes off some skates. It comes to Baker. Cuts down the outside. He fanned on the shooting attempt. 3:40 to go in this one. Late in this one. We'll see how long Stephen Hung stays in the net. Wagner steps up to the neutral zone, dumps it further along. Nice move by Mason Vosberg. Picked off by Jaden Bastian and flips it into space for Porter Gala. Gala lost it to Herman. Fresh off the bench is Heath Brown to the outside. Comes J.J. Blattner on the backhand. Throws it off some bodies. Cleared away by Heath Brown. Throws it up to Gala, who tries to chip it out. Kept in. Dumped in by Samuel. It's Brown. Throws it over for Jackson Sobel. 3:10 to go in this one. Final 3 minutes coming up. It's been a good one so far. Can the Ledgers hold on? A pair of late goals in the second period and one in the third period. That one off the stick. They say no high stick. Vosberg with it. Tries to chip it further. Chipped up to Preston Flood. Flood off the boards. They'll say it's an icing. It goes all the way down. Whistle blows with 2:46 to go in this one. Once again, winner of this one will take on the winner of Waunakee and Sauk Prairie at the Blue Line Family Ice Center on Friday night. .246 to go in this one. Timeout taken by McFarland. We'll take it with them. Back after this.
Today's game is brought to you by Edward Jones and these area Edward Jones financial advisors. Robert Bruce, located at 68 North Main Street. Patrick Ellistad, located at 560 Fond du Lac Avenue. Matt Moses, located at 201 South Marr Street. Jeff Wills, located at 649 Fond du Lac Avenue. And Matt Helmer, located at 649 Fond du Lac Avenue. Good luck to all athletes in today's game. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Kasasa Rewards checking accounts? All Kasasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Kasasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
When you have
Final 2:46 coming out. Ledger's the only team with a timeout left. The Quest Interior scoreboard leads 3-2. It was a goal by Tate Baker. It went off his body. I think it went off his skate and in. They say it went from Flood. I think it was actually from Wagner. That's just a few minutes ago. As a matter of fact, a minute or 2 minutes and 20 seconds ago. Here we go. Face off to the blocker side of Memphis Young. Stephen Hung going to come out here. Little late for them to let that go. Empty net with 2:46 to go. Draw one back, poke forward. Porter Gala gets to the loose puck. Gains the red. That's the smart play by Gala. Throws it towards the net, behind the net. It's picked up by Vosberg. He gives it up the wall to Pennycamp. Haven't said Pennycamp's name much in the third period. Pennycamp hounded by Gala. Rims it around under 2.5 minutes to go in this one. Bowden Wagner winds things up and dumps it in. Brown. It comes to Jackson Sobel. Sobel from long range. Tracking just wide of the net with 2:14 to go. Whistle blows.
Things are heating up here. Ledgers fans getting on their feet. An empty net coming from McFarland. Down by one late in the third period.
That is a gutsy call with 3 minutes to go to pull your netminder. Draw one back. It comes to Vogelsang. Mason Vogelsang, the freshman up top, drops it down to the wall. Pennycamp out in front off some skates and wide. It comes in. Samuel steps in from the point. Rimmed around. Wagner behind the net. Pass in front. Comes to Porter Gala. Throws it towards the empty net. Bullseye! Porter Gala from his own zone. It's 4-2. Gala may have iced it late in this one, and the Ledgers are going to get another home game, Mackay.
Yes, they are. Back at the blue line on Friday. An empty netter coming, and that should pretty much be the icing on the cake for St. Mary Springs here in McFarland.
1:56 to go in this one. Stephen Hung comes back into the net. Here we go. The Bastion, Blankenheim, and Stellmacher line. What a gutsy performance from the Ledgers here in McFarland. Draw one back. Here comes Hung to the bench. Porter Gala. Wanakee up 5-2 on Sauk Prairie. So we know who they're going to take on. Pad save, Memphis Young. It comes to Wagner. Flips it into the neutrals. Nice job by Vogelsang to keep it at the line. Dances around, throws it back door. Looking for Wagner underneath his stick. Blankenheim now claps it all the way down. Cross ice. It'll be an icing with 1:28 to go in this one. Empty net once again. Stephen Hung on the bench. 4-2.
The way it's looking, it's going to be Wanakee and the Ledgers at the blue line on Friday, and that's going to be a heck of a matchup.
It was already a heck of a matchup this year in a 2-2 tie after 2 overtimes. 1:28 to go in this one. Flood to take the draw. Pennycamp wins it back up top. Cross ice pass. Here comes Vogelsang walking in. Shot blocked in front by Wagner. Patted out in front off some bodies. Knocked down. Comes the Young. Loose in front. They poke it home. 4-3. Don't go anywhere, folks, with 1:16 to go.
All right.
McFarland still alive. It was poked home by Weston Vogelsang. Actually, Brady Normington with the goal.
Not done yet are the Spartans. They pull the goaltender after the neutral zone face-off. They come back out with 1:16 left. Score another one. Now they're only down by 1, Justin.
15:44 and a timeout taken by Coach Colleen. Probably a good time to call that one to settle his guys down in a 4-3 game. We'll take it with them.
For the attorneys with the Everson Law Office, you're getting more than professional presentation. The attorneys at Everson Law Office are committed to excellence and have been successfully representing their clients since 2005. Practicing business law, estate planning, probate, guardianships, and real estate. They work closely with their clients, providing exceptional legal services that are catered specifically to their needs. Call attorney William Everson at 920-922-7113 or go to everson-law.com.
People have a reluctance to go see the dentist. It's an easy thing to put off or avoid altogether. But one visit to the caring professionals at Fondy Family Dental will change the way you think about the dentist. They provide quality family dental services to all ages in a happy, honest, and efficient manner that teaches and involves you on your custom plan. If you don't have insurance, ask about their new membership plan that can save you money. Call or schedule online today at fondyfamilydental.com.
Fond du Lac Equipment Rental and Repair is ready for your next project, so be sure to talk to Dave and his experienced staff. You know, from air compressors to chainsaws, excavators, lifts, tools, saws, and so much more. Now, do you have your snowblower tuned up and...
All right, we're back. Here, folks, 4-3, 1:16, final minute. Big time goal coming there. And falling on his way to the bench is Hung. Poked forward. It's Flood. Dumped in. Behind the net. Here's Heath Brown now. Brown tied up by Wagner. Blattner pokes it out in front. Chipped off the boards. It rolls all the way down. It'll be an icing with 58.3 seconds to go.
It's probably best case scenario for McFarland. They look a little scrambled out there coming out. They get an icing, an offensive zone draw for them now. They still have that extra attacker since pulling Hung. And we've seen him making one, 20 seconds ago.
Everybody on their feet. What a game it's been here in McFarland. Draw one back by Flood. Heath Brown in the corner, tied up. Puck comes to Bowden Wagner below the goal line. Wagner comes to Flood. Flood chips it off a stick. Deflected into the netting with 46.5 seconds to go in this one.
All right, we'll see another one.
Ledger's just got to get a couple soft chips into the neutral zone. It can't be, it's a nice little flip, little backspin on it, as they say.
We're at the end of the period, so ice is chippy.
Draw one back to Pennycamp. It's Wagner down low. Throws the body out in front. Herman for the hat trick. Blocked in front. They score! Burying it again. It's number 6. It's Normington. And we're tied 4-4 with 38.7 to go in this one. Normington on the rebound, and he's tied it. Brady Normington. A massive goal coming late in this one.
Justin, you talk about a gutsy performance coming from McFarland, pulling their goalie so early. Originally, it didn't work out. You get the empty netter, and you think you ice it 4-2. And instead, Stephen Hung comes out back-to-back. They get a couple of nice offensive zone draws. And my goodness, we are tied at 4 with 38.7 seconds left. I know we hinted at some free hockey coming tonight, but this is not the way I thought it was going to come.
Draw one back. Broden Wagner pokes it to himself. He's got a breakaway chance of the game on his stick. Stopped by Young. Bad offense or bad face-off from the Ledgers, and they almost lost the game right there. What else can you expect? Here comes Vogelsang now. Pass in front behind Pennycamp. Dumps it in deep behind the net. 15 seconds to go in this one. Wagner tied up below the goal line by Wagner. Drops it down for Weston Vogelsang. Up top, it comes to Brody Samuel. Back down to Vogelsang. Pass underneath the stick. Comes up to Mason Vogelsang. Blocked. Numbers the other way. Preston Flood racing to the loose puck. Flood had it poked away. We have free hockey coming here in McFarland. We'll take a short break and come back. Overtime. Winner takes all from the McFarland Community Ice Arena.
Ready for the upcoming winter season? Fond du Lac Equipment Rental and Repair can do it. Check out their expanded rental lineup too. Mention the words Radio Rental to get a 10% discount on your next rental. You can find them on Ford Drive on the west side of Fond du Lac.
Fond du Lac Equipment Rental and Repair is a proud Echo and Cub Cadet dealer.
Generations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
Welcome to Hooksha's Market and Greenhouse. Here at Hooksha's Market and Greenhouse, we are proud to provide South Central Wisconsin with the most beautiful flowers and freshest fruits and vegetables. In the fall, we have many varieties of squash and pumpkins, to just name a few. We are also proud to offer one-of-a-kind gifts like hanging baskets, iron hangers, decorative planters, and concrete statuary. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for more info and pictures. So come on out to Hooksha's Market and Greenhouse, located on Highway A between Fox Lake and Randolph, and you'll be glad you did.
Our student athlete of the week this week from Radio Plus Video Sports in partnership with Jeff's Live Streams and Len's Truck Center is Hunter Dooley from Elmira.
Near the corner, cross-court pass. Dooley thought about it. Instead goes baseline. Off the glass and one. Hunter Dooley, the senior, getting it done in stylish fashion. Next joining me here, Hunter Dooley, who had 14 on the night for the Lions. Hunter, talk to me about the emotions, everything going on with senior night, and scoring 15. It was a good game for you.
Yeah, coach just told me, go shoot the ball. I usually don't, and he's like, you're a pass-first guy, just go get your shots up tonight because it's senior night, and I did.
Hunter Dooley, one of 3 seniors for the Lions. Elmira, undefeated in conference play. Again, congratulations to Hunter Dooley, our student athlete of the week this week from Radio Plus Video Sports, Jeff's Live Streams, and Len's Truck Center.
We got the trucks at Len's Truck.
Free hockey, why not? You couldn't have asked for a weirder ending to this one. With a minute 16 to go, it was Brady Normington scoring on a rebound, and then just 30 seconds later, it was Brady Normington tying it. It was Porter Gala scoring the empty netter. When you thought he iced it, the Ledger's thinking about getting another home game. And all of a sudden, we're going to overtime. 5-on-5. Sudden death. Next goal wins. Boy, this is going to be fun.
Wow.
And, folks, we could be here all night if we really wanted to be. Not that just to prelude what happened in the last couple minutes, we may not be. I don't know how many. I think it's 8 minutes on the first one, if I remember correctly.
Either way, it doesn't matter. If we don't get it done in that 8 minutes, we'll get some more time.
They said Memphis Young has stopped 37 has had 37 stops.
37
tonight.
of 41. 2 of those coming within the last 2:46 in the game. And McFarland, it feels like, is coming into this overtime period with all of the momentum.
Red hot. Here we go. Blattner to take the draw. He wins it back to Mason Vogelsang. They give it up to Wagner. Sabel knocks it back into the neutral zone. Offsides and dumped in. Now we really see probably the whistles go away for the referees unless it's blatantly obvious. It's Sobel behind the net. It comes up to Porter Gala. Who's going to be the hero in this one? Flood. Back to Jackson Sobel. Takes his time and space. McFarland sagging off. You might as well take as much ice as possible if you're Jackson Sobel. He throws it behind the net. Him and Vogelsang collide. It comes to J.J. Blattner. Blattner up the wall to Bowden Wagner. Wagner cross ice to Pennycamp. They're loading up this top line. Pennycamp long range shot. Young holds on with the chest. Loading up this top line with Pennycamp, Wagner, and J.J. Blattner. So we'll see what they go with this second unit. It's Vosberg out there on D with Brody Samuel. It'll be Reagan with the two-time goal scorer, Normington, and Vogelsang Weston. Puck behind the net. Got Ty Wagner just holding on to it, trying to get some time and space. He gives it over to Heath Brown now. Brown going to take his ice. Gains the red. Chipped in by Stelmacher. Bouncing towards Hong, and he plays it over. Thrown up the wall. Chipped into space. 2-on-3 the other way. Over stick handling a little bit. Got to be aware here. The ice is quite choppy. Vogelsang throws one off the outside of the cage. It's Stelmacher now. McFarland forechecking hard. It almost looks like the Ledgers are almost out of gas. Samuel chips it into the neutral zone. 6:35 to go in the first overtime. We will have a resurface after the first overtime. Blankenheim fires it all the way down on net, just wide of it. It'll be an ice with 6:27 to go. No shot's a bad shot in overtime either. Pucks to the net. Pucks and bodies to the net. I say this all the time. It's never the pretty one that wins it in overtime.
It doesn't need to be the pretty one. It needs to be the one that goes in. And you're right. The Ledgers kind of coming out in this overtime period looking a little defeated, looking a little slower. And, you played 3 full periods, and not the way you obviously want to end the third, but they've got to get their heads right back in it.
Pennycamp has it below the goal line, rims it down. It's picked off by Heath Brown. He chips it into Bowden Wagner. Wagner brings it up the wall, up top. Shot blocked. Thrown off some bodies. Here he comes. Now Preston Flood now. Flood with space. Brings it down the outside. Flood drops the shoulder. Poked away by good play by Blake Herman. Pass comes up the wall to Pennycamp. Pennycamp finds the streaking Bowden Wagner. Breakaway for him. Cuts to the outside. Shot. Stopped by Young.
Memphis Young for a second didn't know where it was after he originally stopped it.
It's Blattner below the goal line. Pass in front. It was thrown wide. Blattner gets it back, throws it up the wall. Knocked down by the skate and comes to Flood. Here he comes throwing it to Gala. Gala gains the blue and turns it over to Pennycamp. Pennycamp right under the tape of J.J. Blattner now. Blattner down the outside. Cuts in the middle. Shoots it. It was blocked in front by Jackson Sobel and into the netting with 5.5 to go in period 4, overtime 1. (4-4). A pair of late goals coming from Brady Normington. And they'll get Knox Cleland out there for the Ledgers. They're going to kick him right off, and they're going to make Heath Brown stay. Well, it was late. Late change. Bastion's line of Stelmacher and Blankenheim out there. Stelmacher will jump back in and take the draw instead of Bastion as they kicked him. It's one back by Stelmacher. It's chipped into the chest of Vogelsang. Brown over to Sobel to Blankenheim. Chips into space for Jaden Bastion. Bastion got all kinds of speed through the neutral zone. Drops it. Stelmacher shot off the bar. Loose in front. Blankenheim couldn't get to it. That one's chipped all the way down. Will it have the juice for an icing? It does. Will Stelmacher this close to being the hero for the Ledgers?
We were inches away from a walk-off goal here in overtime. The Ledgers would have taken it home 5-4.
Didn't know we were playing baseball, Mackay.
It's still a walk-off, no?
Oh, it's an overtime winner.
That's a walk-off.
It's an overtime winner.
I think it's a walk-off.
It's an overtime winner.
Okay. All right.
Draw one back by Pennycamp. Vogelsang rims it around. Out of the tape of Bowden Wagner. This top line for McFarland has been all over the top line of the Ledgers. They chip into space. Vogelsang back up the wall. Numbers. Nice job by Gala to get back to the puck. McFarland had numbers the other way. Herman with 4:45 to go in overtime. Drops it down for Mason Vogelsang. Rims it for Pennycamp. Pennycamp poked away. Here comes Flood now. 1-on-2. Flood cuts across the ice, throws a shot, blockered away by Stephen Hung. It comes to Baker, throws one into the chest of Hung, and he holds on.
Getting some extracurricular down there.
Extracurriculars. We'll see if anybody goes to the box out of this. I highly doubt anybody's going to the box in this situation.
Especially in overtime, but even if this was regular, there was a couple of guys partaking, and if you're going to send one, you got to send them all.
Couple cross checks never hurt anybody, Mackay.
Well, sir, I don't know about that.
Never hurt anybody. Brock clapped forward and one out by Pennycamp. Race forward, it's going to be Ty Wagner that gets there first. Chips it up for Stelmacher, who dumps it in deep. Behind the net, it's Aiden Bosberg. Bosberg brings it out with speed. Bosberg down the outside, throws it off the stick of Blankenheim. Sobel bumps him. Heath Brown going to get to the loose puck. Poked forward, behind the net, wraparound attempt, loose in front, it goes wide. Pitchforked by the backhand all the way down by Stelmacher. The Ledgers will change with 4:04 to go in OT. And their quick changes coming from the Ledgers now. I think with the way that McFarland rolled those lines, that second line, they kept throwing different wingers out there with Blattner's line. Might have saved them some energy for this late overtime push now. Baker wins the draw. And a penalty coming. Oh, no, not a penalty. Let's say he closed his hand. You could call a penalty in that situation. Closed his hand to Jackson Sobel. Just 3 seconds tick off the clock. Some girls loving the song here. Good shot there from Brianna. Ledgers fans not happy with the late change.
Especially considering a couple of minutes ago, Ledgers tried to do the same thing.
Well, the home team gets the second chance to change, and that's rightfully so. Here comes Heath Brown now. Cuts in the middle of the ice. Gets the puck and dumps it in deep. Picked up by Mason Vogelsang. Rims it around. It's picked up by Weston Vogelsang now. Throws it cross ice onto the stape. Coming the other way, it's Normington. Long range shot. Just missed the net. Memphis Young didn't get a piece of it with the blocker. Sobel spins away from Reagan. 3:25 to go in this overtime. It's Heath Brown below the goal line. On to Preston Flood's tape. Back to Brown. Over to Sobel. Ledgers trying to get something set up. Trying to get it out. They just can't get it out. Got to go north with it. Here they come. Pass for Baker, too far from Jackson Sobel. They had numbers. It would have been a 2-on-1 with Baker and Flood.
Instead, another icing call. 3:05 left in this first overtime period, and feels like it's been dominated by McFarland. They've definitely had the upper hand. Look a little crisper. We'll see if the Ledgers can bounce back.
Pennycamp takes the draw. Bastian ties him up. Actually, it was Blattner to take the draw. Loose puck in front. Bowden Wagner throws it off the outside of the cage. Wagner's got it. Under 3 minutes to go in overtime one. Wagner in the corner. Looks around. Tries to dance around Wagner. Chips it into the neutral zone. Herman fires it back off a body. It's offsides. Face off at center ice, as that's where Blake Herman threw the puck from. Brown and Sobel come back out for the Ledgers. Baker to take the draw. He loses it to Blattner. Flood's got it in his skates. He lost it to Vogelsang. Chipped forward for J.J. Blattner. Baker chips it to himself and gives it to Heath Brown. Brown throws it in the middle of the ice. Turned it over to Mason Vogelsang. Vogelsang down the outside. Stick lifted away by Preston Flood. Vogelsang gets it back. Drops it down. Wagner to the outside. Shot. Save Young. Loose in front. Puck comes out at the line and hops the stick. Memphis Young was out of the net. He was caught scrambling. Herman to Vogelsang. All kinds of pressure coming from McFarland. Gala knocks it away from him. Chips it back up to Flood. Baker pokes it away from him. He gets knocked down. Pennycamp finds Blattner. 2-on-2 the other way. Blattner. And coming in early was Wagner. And 2:03 to go in overtime one. And I think the Ledgers are trying to inch their way into the locker room for a little bit of a breather, Mackay.
They definitely need a breather. They've looked slower compared to McFarland this entire period. And if they can outlast them for another 2:03, they get to go to the locker room. We get a Zamboni on the ice, and they get some more rest.
Draw one back to Vosberg. He dumps it in behind Memphis Young. Played to Jackson Sobel, who stops up, tries to get it around Braden Reagan. Gets the puck back, spins away from the forecheck, drops it down to Ty Wagner. Wagner going to use his speed and cut to the outside. Here he comes. Wagner with speed through the neutral zone, chips into space. Him and Vosberg race for the puck. First time we've seen the Ledgers really get after it. Vosberg knocked down Ty Wagner. Here he comes the other way, Brady Normington. Bumped off the puck by Blankenheim. Samuel flips it forward. Normington's got it on the outside. Looks in front, looking for Vogelsang off a body. Numbers the other way. Here comes Blankenheim with speed, trying to stick lift and knock the man off the puck. Falling down was Vosberg. Official got hit with the puck. Puck's in the bench, trying to blow the whistle here with 1:15 to go. And Blankenheim was all alone on this near side. Just couldn't get the puck over to him. Top lines for both teams come back out. Blattner, Pennycamp, and Wagner out there with Baker, Flood, and Gala for the Ledgers. Brown and Sobel on D with Herman and Vogelsang on D. Draw one forward. Here comes J.J. Blattner. Blattner, hip swivel, up top to Pennycamp. Pennycamp throws one towards the net and missed the stick of Wagner. He tried to bunt it home. Vogel down below the goal line. Pass in front, off some sticks. Pennycamp's going to get to it in the corner up top. Herman, long range shot. Tipped around in front. Blattner shoots one. Loose in front. Cleared out. Off a body. Comes into the neutral zone. 50 seconds to go in overtime.
Springs just got out last year.
Waiting. Trying to inch their way into the locker room. Heath Brown with it. Stops up. Flips it into space. Turned it over. Loose in front. Cleared away by Baker. It comes up top. Herman keeps it in at the line. Shot was blocked. It comes not out. Flipped back in. What a play from Herman. Sobel falls down. Nice job from Sobel. 25 seconds to go in overtime. Jackson Sobel tries to get it out. Pennycamp keeps it in at the line. Poked off his stick by Baker. Turns it over. Sobel off the skates of Gala, and it comes to Preston Flood. 15 seconds in overtime. Flood throws a shot wide of the goaltender. Brown going to step up. Trying to backhand it in deep. Turns it over. Here comes Wagner. 2-on-2. Wagner cuts in the middle of the ice. Shoots it just wide with 4 seconds to go. Wagner on the wall. Throws it out in front. Young holds on with no time left on the clock. Overtime ends there. Overtime one ends there. See what happens. I don't know if I feel like they should Zamboni or they keep going. I think they keep going.
It's very possible. That's the way it looks.
Resurface. He's motioning like they resurface. It'll be a resurface. Overtime one ends there. We'll see if we can catch Kevin Colleen before he heads to.
Life is full of milestones, big and small. At Fond du Lac Credit Union, we're proud to be a part of your journey. From landing your first job to moving into your dream home, starting a family, or planning for what's next, we make the money part easy so you can focus on what matters most. Whatever stage you're in, we're right there with you. Fond du Lac Credit Union, here for life and every stage along the way. For more information, visit fdlcu.com or stop in today.
Let the daydreams of spring begin. Connect with the Auto Show Sale at Holiday and explore all that's new from Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC. Score money-saving offers, get more for your trade, and enjoy Team Holiday's warm and genuine guest care.
We earn the trust of drivers from all over Wisconsin by following through and going the extra mile. It's what we do.
Showtime is go time. Find yours and drive it home today from Holiday Automotive, Fond du Lac. It's worth the trip.
Welcome to Hoff's Quality Meats and Catering, where every cut starts with tradition and cares for your family. Step inside to a display case filled with fresh, marbled beef and pork, farm-fresh chicken, and vibrant sausages. We are more than a meat market. Check out our catering menu, takeout menus, and even our fish fry. From family dinners to weeknight staples, Hoff's offers friendly service and local artistry you can taste. Visit Hoff's today for quality cuts and weekly specials that make every meal a little more delicious. Or call 920-583-3734 to order from our menu.
So my name is Dave Hopper, and I've been with Hoppers for 35 years. My parents worked here, I work here, my son works here, my wife works here, so it's family. But I also look at the employees that we have today, and we have 2 that have over 25 years of employment here with us. So they are family. When we hire somebody new, I don't look at them as just an employee. They're part of our family. and that's what we strive for.
Integrity Saw and Tool is a proud sponsor of Fond du Lac area sports. They wish the best of luck to all local teams this fall and winter. Integrity prides itself on being the fastest producer of high-quality cutting tools and providing the most reliable sharpening service in the industry. If you're looking for a challenging career with excellent benefits and a family atmosphere, contact the team at integritysaw.com. That's integritysaw.com.
FBS Bank is here to help you achieve your dream of home ownership. For a limited time, we're offering home loans with just $595 closing costs plus title. Whether you're buying a new home or wanting to refinance, our experienced team is here to assist you. Visit our website at fbsbank.com or give us a call at 1-800-242-7880. Our friendly and experienced team will help guide you through the journey with FBS Bank. FBS Bank, banking made personal.
We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales. Every time we make you feel at home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
Join Ahern and build a better future. Ahern is a mechanical fire protection and fabrication contractor that's been doing business in our community for over 145 years. They're now hiring and typically recruit over 180 positions from across the company. Trades, apprenticeships, office professionals, internships, and much more. Log on to aherncareers.com to learn about the company and the positions they're looking to fill. Build a better future for yourself and your community.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class building and canopies. Steel King canopies are a well-known and respected product. We design, fabricate, and contract installation for C-stores, fleets, entryways, restaurants, and more. Steel canopies serve a variety of purposes, including advertising or signage, control access, sheltering an entrance or loading area, support of lighting systems, and weather protection for people, equipment, or outdoor storage. King Manufacturing. From design to completion.
Intermission report brought to you by Holiday Automotive. Full 12-minute intermission. We'll have another 8-minute overtime. I want to thank all of our sponsors for getting everything going here. For you in the chat, Egan, I saw you looking there. How long the intermission? It's a full 12 minutes. Zamboni resurface. We'll be ready for the second overtime. Memphis Young with 46 stops, or actually, no, sorry. The shots are 50-29 in favor of McFarland. It is 46 stops of 50 from Memphis Young. He was fantastic in OT number 1. He has held them in this game at times. He has been dynamite all night long. Ledgers looked to be a little bit tired in that first overtime, and the legs weren't moving. I think they just need a little bit of a rest here. We'll see if that makes a big difference. But loading up that top line for McFarland led to a couple chances. Wagner with a pair of chances in overtime, as well as that one late in the third period with just 25 seconds to go. Young stopped him on a breakaway, and then early in overtime, Young stopped him on a breakaway again. 5-on-5. Double OT coming up in just a few minutes. They're finishing up the Zamboni. Ledgers see if they can prevail. Winner will take on Wanakee at the Blue Line Family Ice Center on Friday. Once again, this is Justin Schwartzmiller alongside Makai Ackerman. Brianna and Jacob doing a wonderful job down in the portables today.
Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one of the daily specials or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
Keller, building trust since 1960.
Rediscover the hometown lumberyard experience in your own backyard. Hi, this is Dave, third generation of the family-owned and operated Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Elmira. I welcome you to experience what the hometown lumberyard has to offer. Better products, better advice, better service. From one O-ring to all the building materials to build a house, we had the products to get the job done. Hardware, plumbing, electrical, paint, lawn and garden, automotive, bird, and so much more. Come experience what your hometown lumberyard has to offer. Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Elmira, where the tracks cross Main, or online at lidkelumber.com.
Hi, I'm Aaron Sadoff. Blessed be the president of Marian University right here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. If you are beginning your college adventure or looking to transfer, Marian University could be the perfect fit for you. Our beautiful campus, our amazing faculty and staff, our Division III athletics, and our amazing mission are waiting for you. Come visit Marian University. Not only will you get a great education, but we will help you become the best for the world. Good luck and go Sabres!
Marco, the name our area trusts for all things related to your tax return. For over 60 years, our community has trusted the Marco Tax Service at 43 East 3rd Street, Fond du Lac.
Municipal Well and Pump has helped communities and industries keep water running with expert well drilling, pump installation, and dependable maintenance. Our experienced team is committed, quality workmanship, and getting the job done right the very first time. When reliable water matters most, trust the name built on honesty, integrity, and experience. Municipal Well and Pump, delivering water you can depend on.
At Musa Sheet Metal, they spend generations building a better everyday life. They don't just build panels, they build a legacy. They're growing, innovating, and pushing the limits again with their brand new 24-gauge stocked steel line. Musa colors created by the Musa team, 25 bold choices ready to go. Delivering the best solutions in architectural sheet metal. Say hi to the Musa apprentices. They're your neighbors, your classmates, and the future of the industry. Musa Sheet Metal, revolutionizing steel, building the future.
Just like a great team, National Exchange Bank and Trust knows that success is built on strong relationships and trust. Since 1933, the bank has been locally owned and focused on serving the needs of our community so that our friends and neighbors can live the life they want. Let National Exchange Bank and Trust be your financial teammate for life, because when it comes to your financial goals, we're here to help you stay ahead of the game. Visit nebat.com to learn more.
Joint or spine pain holding you back from the activities you love? Exhausted from relying on pain medications? Dreading the thought of steroid shots or invasive surgery? At New Medical Center, we believe in tapping into your body's own CTR.com. That's New Medical Center, 920-324-9899.
You've dreamt of the kind of home you want to live in for years. Now is the time to turn that dream into a reality. Quest Interiors has you covered with flooring, cabinetry, and countertops all in one place. From kitchens and bathrooms to family and bedrooms, bring your vision to life with professional installation. Visit our showrooms in Oshkosh and Fond du Lac. Quest Interiors, exceptional style, exceptional savings.
For nearly 50 years, Pinot Buildings has created the highest quality post-frame building. Headquartered in Rosendale, Wisconsin, we proudly serve the Badger State and Illinois. We deliver unparalleled craftsmanship and quality with all the warmth and care you'd expect from a small-town family business. Whether you're planning a large commercial or agricultural project, a barn-dominium, or a smaller personal shop or structure, Pinot Buildings are built for you and designed to last. Connect with us to get started.
Double OT. Next goal wins, and it was a fantastic game all the way throughout. In that first overtime, the biggest chance for each team coming from Bowden Wagner on a breakaway, stopped by Young, and Stelmacher ripped one from the right circle off the post. Both teams just inches away from moving on to take on Wanakee at the Blue Line Family Ice Center on Friday. I know McFarland would like a second chance at them, and the Ledgers probably would too. That one ended in a 2-2 tie. Ledgers get a much-needed break, 5-on-5, 8 minutes, double OT, ready to roll.
Justin, you hit the nail on the head right there. The Ledgers needed a break. They looked so tired in that first overtime period. They were just skating slower than McFarland. They stayed fresh considering some of their short line changes. But they got the break. We Zamboni the ice. It's a fresh sheet out there, and we're all set to go here in double OT.
320 viewers in that chat. Hop in there. Let me know where you're watching from, who your favorite player is. Blattner to take the draw against Baker. Double OT ready. Baker wins it back. They punch it forward to Jackson Sobel. Samuel has it, fires it off some shin pads. It goes all the way down. Picked up by Aiden Vosberg. Vosberg winds things up, chips it up to J.J. Blattner. Blattner down the outside, into the skates of the official. Got Flood wide open on the far side. Puck's chipped into space. Here comes Preston Flood, racing for it. Brody Samuel cuts him off. Flood throws it off in front. And Hung knocked it away. Rimmed around, picked off. Flood in front. Had Baker, couldn't get it to him. Puck comes up top. Baker has it hop over his stick. Chipped off the glass further. Bounces over the stick of Preston Flood. Comes to Aiden Vosberg. Chipped up and knocked down by the glove of Ty Wagner. Wagner and Vosberg tie up along the wall. It comes to Braden Reagan. Fires it over to Blake Herman. Chipped in onto the tape of Reagan. Nice play by Wagner. It comes to Stelmacher. Chips it up. Herman's got it. Comes to Bastian now. Over to Brown. Brown, fan of the pass, kind of healed it a little bit. It comes to Jackson Sobel. Ledgers look rejuvenated out of the first break in overtime. Pass down the middle of the ice, right call by the official. Herman could have played that one. Hung comes way out to play. Bastian knocks it down at the line. Kicked out, comes along the wall. Guy who tied it late in this one for McFarland. Forking it to the outside. Dumped back in deep. Stepping in is Fogelsang. Knocked off the puck, and it comes to Heath Brown. Brown stops up, gives it over to Jackson Sobel. Sobel up the wall to Stelmacher. Stelmacher flips it into the zone. Picked up by Blake Herman. Herman, cross-ice pass. Picked off. Here's Heath Brown now. Brown in some space. And Baker comes in off sides. Brown. The boots from Heath Brown don't seem to be moving as fast as they were early in this one, but he has played a ton of minutes tonight for the Ledgers.
It's going to be the boots of everybody. I mean, we're in double OT, some fresher than others, but these kids are tired.
Baker to take the draw against Blattner. Laker actually claps it forward into the zone. It's picked up by Aiden Vosberg, who sends it back for Brody Samuel. Picked off by Flood. Throws one towards the net. Picked off by Blattner. Blattner tries to flip it out. Flood knocks it down to the line. Drops it over Baker, long range. Shot blocked and hurt Brody Samuel, and he is down. Slowly making his way up. Drops it for Pennycamp. Pennycamp to Blattner. Shot was blocked by Wagner. Puck comes out in front. Look, knocked around. Brown clears it out. Vosberg gets to it and throws it in on Memphis Young behind the net. It's picked up.
A quality chance there from McFarland coming off of a couple of rebounds.
A big-time block from Samuel at one end and a big-time block from Ty Wagner, who gives it over to Baker. He almost lost the puck. Actually, that was Flood. Puck thrown deep by Baker. He'll go for a change. Blake Herman comes up the wall with it, chips it forward. Normington with it now. Bastian all over him. Pass too strong for Vosberg. They throw it up the wall. Looking for Wagner. It bounces over his stick, and it comes to Heath Brown to Jackson Sobel now. Sobel throws it up to Jaden Bastian. He's got some space. Bastian cuts in the middle of the ice. Down the outside, shoots it, blocked in front by Vosberg. Up top, Brown throws one towards the net, blockered away by Hung, and into the netting. Whistle counts with 4:50 to go in double OT.
Just keep on rolling. The Ledgers needed that break. They look completely different from what they did in that first OT, but McFarland still has the best chance of this period scoring. A couple of rebounds down low. The Ledgers able to clear it out. Now they got a no-zone draw.
I got something for folks at home. Hop into the chat. Let me know who you think the OT winner's going to come from tonight. Draw one back, thrown towards the net. It was blocked Comes out to Heath Brown. Brown over to Jackson Sobel. Sobel slows things down. Blattner pressures him to give it over to Brown. Brown going to take his space. Here comes Heath Brown. Cutting all the way across the ice. Bench yelling at him to skate. Poked off his stick by Blattner. Blattner comes up the wall. Jackson Sobel forces him to the outside and knocks it away. Pass comes for Blankenheim, who just chips it into the neutral zone. Offsides was Pennycamp, and he played it with 4:19 to go in double OT. Both teams look visibly gassed.
It's what this double OT will do to you. Again, like Justin was saying, leave something down in that YouTube comment section. We want to hear from you, and the players who watch this game back want to hear from you. We know they're going to. It's been a fantastic contest.
Big hit from Jackson Sobel. Porter Gala tries to play it over. Herman knocks it away and throws it cross ice. It's going to be Ty Wagner getting to it. Looks like his breezers came untied. Got some strings flying loose. Jackson Sobel chips it up the wall, gets it to himself, throws it further along into the neutral zone. Pennycamp. Wagner picked it off. Threw it off a body, comes into the neutral zone. Gala can't pitchfork it further. Herman flips it over to Wagner. Bowden Wagner. Big hit from Jackson Sobel once again. 3:45 to go in double OT. Sobel flips into space. Right on the tape of Flood. It went under his stick. Flood knocks it down with the glove, throws it to himself. Skates back into space, flips it up. Reagan throws it further. Normington forechecks. Sobel with it. Flips it up for Baker, too strong for him. Herman going to get to the puck. Both teams struggling to get to loose pucks right now. The aches and pains going through the body at the moment. Wagner punches it into space. It's Heath Brown getting to it first. Drops it back for Ty Wagner. Wagner on the backhand. Someone's going to have a big-time rush here. Stelmacher tries to forecheck. Knocks it away. It comes into the neutral zone again. Reagan throws it back for Brody Samuel. Samuel back out there and looks to be all right after blocking that shot. That one fired all the way down. They say Ledgers were changing. Wave it off with 2:50 to go in double OT. Brown up the wall. Stepping in is Vosberg. Stelmacher got to it. Here he comes. Stelmacher hit the post in the first OT. Shot was blocked. Goes off the backside of the net. Samuel throws it up the wall. 2-on-2 the other way. Wagner on the outside. Brown forces him away. Shot into the glove of Memphis Young. First shot of overtime coming for McFarland. The last two they had were blocked.
And Memphis Young saw that one the entire way. Just a good move on the left side, but Young covers up. We're getting hype in here. 2.5 left in double OT. Both teams gassed, and it's showing.
Ledgers fans fired up. McFarland fans, somebody wants to see a goal with 2:29 to go in double OT. Draw one back by Tate Baker. Brown drops it down to Jackson Sobel. Sobel up on the wing to Porter Gala. Gala, cross ice, right onto the stick of Preston Flood, who throws it and turns it over to Blattner. Chipped and knocked back by Baker to Heath Brown. Ledgers have controlled the play in double OT. Porter Gala with speed. Nice job by Mason Vosberg, or Vogelsang to knock it away. On the outside, stopping up. Dropping it down low for Pennycamp. Pass in front. Blattner was blocked by Sobel. It comes to Pennycamp. On the wing, in front, Blattner underneath his stick. 1:50 to go in double OT. Brown gets to the loose puck, throws it back up the wall. It went off a body. It goes all the way down. No ice with 1:45 to go in double OT.
Spartans having another chance. A couple of passes right out to the slot. Just can't connect. Good defense from the Ledgers.
Young watches that one into the glove and holds on. Memphis Young. Say what you want. I mean, he's given up 4 goals, but he has tracked the puck so well tonight.
I believe his saves are up into the 50 range now.
Pretty close. He had 50 shots coming into this one, this overtime. I don't know if they've had 4 shots yet in this overtime. I don't think there's been 4 shots in the overtime in general. Both teams just got a lot of neutral zone play in this double OT. Got to take a big burst of energy from somebody. Stelmacher kept in at the line. Nice play. It's turned over to Wagner. Throws it over to Blankenheim. Here he comes with speed. Blankenheim down the outside. Cuts into the middle of the ice. Tries a toe drag around the defenseman. Good play from Brody Samuel. Samuel knocks it down with his feet. Throws it back up the wall to Normington. Normington flips it into space. Stelmacher is back. It comes to Heath Brown, though. Brown. 1 minute to go in double OT. Gives it over to Jackson Sobel. Brown finds Stelmacher, who chips it. Doesn't get it all the way in. It comes to Brody Samuel. Samuel down the outside, chips it into space. Races after it. Brown pokes it forward. Trying to chip it into space of the Ledgers. Bouncing puck knocked down by Blattner. It's offsides. Ledgers had numbers the other way. Here comes Flood with speed down the outside. First burst of energy I've seen from anyone in this double OT. Flood, backhander, up top through the skates of the defenseman and Tate Baker. They're calling it an ice. It's no icing. Faceoff going to come at center ice, most likely. Yep, good job by the referee here. He puts the faceoff at center ice. 24 seconds to go in double OT. Flood was trying to find the trailing Tate Baker with a chance for him to win it. Draw punched forward by Baker. It comes to Hung, and he plays it over. Tied up. Nice play there by Porter-Gala. Herman throws it behind the net to Vogelsang. 14 seconds to go in this double OT. Here comes Blattner down the outside to Wagner. Wagner throws it off of Heath Brown, gets it back, walks in, poked away by Tate Baker on the diving attempt. They flip into the neutral zone. Triple OT, why not? More free hockey coming from the McFarland Community Ice Arena.
Walk right in. That's the laid-back feeling you have when you work with the Roush Insurance Agency in Fond du Lac. Their agents are dedicated to putting your mind at ease when you make your insurance decisions. They live, work, and play here and will make sure that they are there at the time of need for their clients and families. Visit RoushINS.com for more information or walk right in. 770 South Main Street in Fond du Lac. The Roush Insurance Agency, your hometown insurance team for over 30 years.
It's more than just a job. It truly is a family. They value you, great pay, great benefits. They definitely care about setting people up for success in their retirement years. I don't see a reason to want to leave.
Tired of pushy sales tactics? Welcome to Schaefer Auto, where they make buying a vehicle simple, safe, and satisfying. You'll find a sweet selection of pre-owned vehicles for every budget. Each is inspected and backed by a warranty option of your choice. Financing isn't a problem. Get approved online and drive home with confidence. Schaefer Auto has the right ride for you. Visit the lot at 404 Shaler Drive in Waupun and online at schaefer-auto.com. Schaefer Auto, no gimmicks, no pressure, no worries.
At Silica, we've built a reputation for selling the best appliances and servicing everything we sell. Standing by our customers is what makes us grow, and with 3 locations, our service area covers a huge part of the state. That's why when you see our thousands of online reviews, these are the words you most commonly see. Great service after the sale. That keeps us moving ahead for over 100 years. You won't get that with the big box stores. See for yourself why your neighbors say it's Silica for your home.
Triple OT, 4-on-4 for 5 minutes. Why not? We have had quite the night here from the McFarland Community Ice Arena. This is probably the best high school hockey game I've seen in a long time. Triple OT, I know last year I think we had one go 5 OTs, so I think that's the longest one in high school history, was 5 OTs.
It's going to come down to whichever team is better conditioned. We saw the Ledgers come on after the longer break between the first and second overtime, and they finally got a break. They looked a little better there, but now both teams get a 3-minute rest and come back out. It's 4-on-4, so that gives them a little advantage. We get to keep more players on the bench to rest longer, but again, the conditioning is going to come into play.
All you folks watching at home, this has been a fantastic game. Thanks for joining us on the ride here. I mean, Mackay, we can say all we want about this game. You go back, there was 4 goals scored, 3 of them from each team in that third period. You think, okay, 4-2 Ledgers with minute 55 to go. This one's over. Nope. With minute 16 to go, it's Normington scoring to make it a 1-goal game. And then he scores again with 44 seconds left. And all of a sudden, we're headed to triple overtime now. This has been one of the best hockey games I can remember. We go to 4-on-4 for 5 minutes. All kinds of space on this Olympic size sheet for both teams. I mean, okay, you can say, Olympic sheet makes a difference. It doesn't. Both these teams play on Olympic
Correct.
sheets.
Yes, exactly. We talked about it earlier, but the blue line is the same way. Olympic size sheet, it really opens up the passing lanes, and now 4-on-4, there's going to be a lot of open ice out there as the Ledgers fans starting to get rowdy.
Draw one back to Ty Wagner. Triple OT, folks. We're underway. Buck comes back to Flood, back to Wagner now. He's out there with Wagner, Sobel, and Tate Baker. Preston Flood with the puck and gives it over to Tate Baker in space. Drops it back to Jackson Sobel. Bowden Wagner out there with Pennycamp. Chipped into space. Wagner pokes it forward. It comes to Pennycamp to J.J. Blattner now. Blattner shoots it. Blocked by Jackson Sobel. Boy, that guy blocks a ton of shots. I'd like to see his numbers for shot blocks tonight. Puck rimmed around for Jackson Sobel to Tate Baker. Baker into space for Ty Wagner. Chips it over for Preston Flood. Ledger's doing a great job controlling the puck. Cross-ice pass. Wagner catches it on the backhand. Him and Vogelsang battle for it. He rims it around. Couple Ledgers go for a change. 4 forwards out there for this McFarland team. It comes to Pennycamp. Pennycamp with speed through the neutral zone. To the outside. Vogelsang dances around, shoots it. Shoulder save. Memphis Young. Puck comes up top. Cross-ice pass, one-timer. Vogelsang goes off the backside of the net. Puck below the goal line. It's Wagner. Walking in, Vogelsang. Blocked by pass. Numbers the other way. 1-on-1. Here comes Flood to the outside. Cuts to the middle of the ice. Preston Flood onto the backhand. Knocked away. He runs into Hogg. We'll see what the penalty is. They're going to give the Ledgers the penalty. He was bumped into him. This might be a dangerous call here at this time of the game. It's one of those ones where you want to put the whistle away.
Wow.
It's 4-on-4, so holding on to the puck is McFarland. They play it into space. They will hold on and make the play, so Ledgers will have to kill a 4-on-3.
Ledgers fans letting the officials know they're not pleased. And Stephen Hung came out of his crease trying to play the puck on the right side, and the defenseman bumped him into Stephen Hung. And that leads to the penalty here. And now it's going to be an extra attacker.
And there's nowhere to go for Preston Flood. We'll see what the penalty is. This guy is not going to be a fan in Fond du Lac for a long time.
Wow.
We'll see what the call is. Wagner trying to look for an argument here. We'll see what they give him. I don't know if it'll be a 2. They could even give him a 5 for that.
And a 2 is detrimental enough, but a 5 is... They're still discussing.
It'll be 4-on-3 will be the power play. It'll be a 2-minute on Preston Flood. The longest 2 minutes of his life coming up. Goaltender interference is the call. Draw one and cleared right away by the Ledgers. That's a good start to the penalty kill. So they got to kill one off, and they'll have about 50 seconds left in OT if they can get the kill. It's 4-on-3, one of the toughest penalty kills you can have. Puck comes up top to Pennycamp. Over. Walking in. Normington shoots it. Blocked in front. Rebound goal. J.J. Blattner wins it in overtime. McFarland moves on to the sectional finals. Folks, we don't condone a whole lot around here, but there's a lot of yelling going on from the Ledgers fans. We're going to take a short break. We'll come back.
A personal experience with a custom feel. Each home Smith Builders builds is unique. The design and selections perfectly crafted for you. To learn more, visit smithbuildersinc.com or stop by 227 Morris Court. Smith Builders of Fond du Lac. Traditional values, exceptional services. A proud sponsor of local high school sports.
Here we go.
J.J. Blattner wins it in double overtime with 2:46 to go in this one. It's going to be a short recap here. will keep it up. It was a power play goal at the 2:13 mark of the triple overtime mark. It's J.J. Blattner on the power play on a shot from the point. It was blocked in front. It went off a body. It comes to Blattner. He tapped home the rebound. Mackay, a 5-4 win for McFarland, but this game had all kinds of ebbs and flows in it. You're proud of both teams and the way they played. McFarland going to get a second chance at Waunakee this year.
And it's so hard because it was such a good game, and obviously it's going to come down to this last minute here. The controversial call, obviously they put it in on 4-on-3, and that's what's going to be remembered about this game, everything that happened within this last minute. But both teams fought hard till the end, and it was a heck of an attempt from either side.
I want to thank Radio Plus for letting us come down here. McFarland, a great host. They did a great job for us setting things up, and we're going to take a moment here just to thank everybody for joining us on this hockey season. That ends our hockey season. Playoff basketball coming up starting on Friday. We'll have all kinds of playoff basketball. Lamira will be playing as they'll take on the winner of WLA and Cedar Grove, Belgium, which happened tonight. And then as well as we'll have, what's the other game we have? CWC will play if they won tonight, as well as, one more game. Someone else will be at home. Laconia will be at home on Friday and Saturday, and possibly Saturday as well. Lamira, if they were to win, they would go to Howard's Grove. We would be with that the entire way. This has been Justin Schwartzmiller, a 5-4 win on an overtime winner from J.J. Blattner on a power play on a penalty taken by Preston Flood. Thank you, everybody, and good night.
Our sponsors include
Hoekstra's Greenhouse, Katie's Log Cabin, Generations Lanes, and Angling Only.
Pino Construction, Verhaeg's Furniture, Schaefer Auto,
Coal Oil and Propane, Witt Services,
Lidkey Lumber, Hoffs of Brownsville, Municipal Well and Pump,
All Face Heating Cooling Geo, Back in Action, Brock Fleischer, Homestead Realty,
Ergo Bank Lamira, Maxwell Plumbing, Metalcraft of Mayville,
Michaels Corporation, Quest Interiors, Schroffnagel Implements,
Surefire Heating and Cooling, Westfall Printing and Graphics, Bristol Morgan Bank, Marshview Veterinary Clinic, Mayville Savings Bank, Bernard Plumbing, Keller Buildings.